All right. That's what I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. It's Wednesday. Oh, my goodness gracious me. It's the 1st of May. Hip, hip, hooray. We got May the 4th be with you coming up in just 3 more days, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Hello, and welcome to the... I love you guys. Welcome to the show. Good morning, everybody. Hello, welcome to the show on this beautiful hump day Wednesday morning. Oh boy, it's May. We got so much coming up. We got May the 4th be with you coming up in just a few days. Then we got the Cinco de Mayo. So much stuff going on in May, including us right here, the Rash family, live on May the 1st. And ladies and gentlemen, speaking of first, who was the first person here this wonderful, beautiful Wednesday hump day morning? Jason D is here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, welcome to the show, buddy. You get the first happy dance of the day. All right, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Good times. It's early, man. What do you want? Oh, my goodness gracious me. Who else is here? Well, why don't we look and find out? Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll try that. Thanks. This guy. Greg Jonick is here. What's up, Greg? Good to see you. First like. Hey, there you go. I dig it. Hit that like button. Jaime is here. There's no need to fear. Hezokuai and Jaime Pimedo is here. Good morning, Your Honor. Jaime Pimedo appearing on behalf of YouTube. That's a fact. Jack. That's the fact. Jack. Stefan St. German is here. I see the same usual degenerate bunch of people. Oh, no, that's right. We got the best fans in the world, and we got a tiny bit of fun. Oh, my tiny Chihuahua life. Oh, she did it. She made the name change, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for the name change from Little Chihuahua, Big World. All right. My tiny chihuahua life. That's fantastical. All right, how you doing? Great to see you. Let's see who else. Terry Barnes, good morning, and God bless you all. God bless you, sir. Absolutely. Love it, love it, love it. All right, let's see who else is here. Terry Barnes, Jaime, Stefan, Terry Barnes. I still want to call you Little Chihuahua. My tiny Chihuahua life. Let's see. Oh, I'm the Highway Star. Yeah, what's up, Highway Stars here? Good morning, Rashers. Good morning to you, sir. Terry Barnes, Greg Jonek, Highway Star, Mr. Thomas is here. Good morning, Hez. Happy Hope Day. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's see. Who else is here today? Highway Star, Harmony. David E. Persons is here. The people is in the house. That's right. I was chasing Gutterman. Yes, I dig it the most. Oh, that's awesome, brother. Let's see. David E. Persons, Greg Jonek, Highway Star, Zuzu. What's up? Hopped in to say hi and give you a like. Won't be able to stay long. Lurk mode engaged. All right. Always great to see you, buddy. Thank you for dropping in. Jason Gutterman. Thank you for dropping in. Oh, dude. I got to tell you guys this. I was talking to somebody yesterday. I don't remember who I was talking on the phone to. Somebody, one of my kids probably, because it's pretty much, besides Ray, the only people I talk to are my kids, my mom, whatever, and you guys. But anyway, I'm talking to somebody, and oh, no, it wasn't even anybody I know. I got an email from Spectrum saying I owe them over $200 for non-payments on my internet. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? I just paid you guys. So I got on the phone with them. I was on the phone with them for hours. Turns out that when I first moved in here, they had the wrong apartment number. So they changed it, but they never got rid of the account that they had opened under the other apartment number. So they were charging me for two accounts, for one account, but for two different apartments. And I didn't know that I was paying for my apartment. So they couldn't figure that out. So I had to explain it to them, and they're bouncing me back to different people and this and that and anything. So it's even better because it's someone who isn't involved in any of this on any level, just some random dude at Spectrum. And at one point, I got tongue-tied, and it's become such a habit to me that while I'm on the phone with the guy, I'm like, oh, no, because I'm Jason Gutterman. And he's like, what? And I'm like, nothing. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Yes. Hold on a second. Sorry, guys. My allergies are giving me a little trouble, so I gotta just. You guys don't want to. All right, sorry about the delay, Ace. Anyway, Greg Jonek, Terry Barnes, Hezokuai in the house. That's right. Highway Star, my tiny Chihuahua. Electric Glide 28 is here. Hello, all. Great day. Chrissy, Chili, and Craig all have court. Yes. Oh, that's going to be great. Lots of great stuff. Speaking of court, I've been watching a lot more courtroom stuff. So I want to talk about that today quite a bit and get into some other stuff with that. And we'll get to it in a minute. But let's see who else is here, first of all, on this beautiful hump day, Wednesday hump day. Yeah. All right. Greg Jonek, Electric Glide 28. Let's see. Lisa Alcazar is here. What's up, Lisa? Good to see you. All right. Welcome to the show. Let's see. David E. versus Greg. Oh, well, it looks like that gets us all caught up. Welcome to everybody here today. All you guys, best fans in the world. Happy hump day to all of you. And I think I'm going to throw, Jason Gunnerman. I think I'm going to throw just a general happy dance, just out of pure joy, and because I love you guys so much. All right. Yes, thank you. All right. Oh, my dearie, dear. And also, I'm going to put this banner back up again. It's always nice to pay your neighbor's bills. Yeah, right, Zersu? Oh, my goodness. Well, the worst part is nobody even lives in that apartment. It's an empty apartment. So I was paying for internet service that no one was using. Oh, man. But here, let me, I mean, they fixed it, but now they got to, the money that I was, this is the worst part. The money that I was paying them, like the one that I owed, that they said I owed $200 on, was the correct account. I had been making payments on the wrong one. So they have to refund the money from that account, but then apply it to my current account. And they're like, oh. That's why I was on the phone with them for like 2 hours. And even now, like, because I already got the feeling, while I was on the phone with them, I got the feeling, I'm like, I bet you anything 2 weeks from now, when I get the corrected bill, it's going to be stupid. And I'm going to have to call them and spend another 2 hours on the phone with them. Because even while I was talking to the guy, he was like, okay, so we're going to do this, and then you're going to owe this, and this is the actual amount that you'll owe for next month, and blah, 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 blah. And okay, cool. And then just 2 minutes later, he's reading me the final statement that I have to like agree to do the verbal signature over the phone or whatever. And he quoted me like $100 more than what he had said earlier. And I'm like, whoa, that ain't right. That ain't right. And he's like, wait, what? Oh, yeah. And I'm like, yeah. Anyway. Oh, boy. Need my internet, man. That's my job. What? Oh, yeah. I was talking to you guys. It's hump day. It's Wednesday. It's early in the morning. Commentator Auditors here. What's up? Great to see you, buddy. All right. Always good to have you here. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. I've been doing this lately because I realized, and I mean, I've known this, but I didn't really think about how much of a difference it actually makes until I sat and did the math and crunched some numbers and realized that when you guys do, and please, I absolutely love and have no issues with people giving super chats. Super chats are beautiful. They're wonderful. That's how we do the Taysons and the super dances and the happy dances and all that good stuff. But YouTube takes 30% off the top of that. So if you do want to donate to the channel, and, you know, in any way, if you do it through super chat, of course, I'm not going to complain. But I got my Cash App and my PayPal down there. If you don't want YouTube to take 30% off the top, that option's also available. And then, of course, Billy Yank is here. What's up, Billy? Chili's next trial is today. I hope it goes terrible for him. Here's the thing. Our Nevada judges, they generally don't show them live, right? They always do it after. And then, so I wonder when they're going to actually post it. I guess I could go to our Nevada judges and check. Why don't I do that right now? Because we're on the internet anyway. Hip, hip, hooray. Let's see. But let me finish my spiel. Also, remember, guys, you know, it's about supporting the channel. It's about us supporting each other. So it isn't about giving super chats or Cash Apps or PayPals. If you guys want to support the channel, the most important thing you could do is hit that like button. All right. Man, I miss my sound effects machine so much. I can't wait to go back to Florida and get my equipment back. Oh, it's just so much easier to just, hey, guys, and then hit the button and everyone's clapping. But now I have to do this. I love you guys. Anyway, explaining, that's right. Oh yeah, sorry, Lena. Let's check out our Nevada judges and see what they got. Our Nevada judges, Chili de Castro. Um, um, let's see. Oh yeah, we had Blandino on April 18th. That was fun. Chili de Castro. Upcoming. The next Chili video they have scheduled is on July 10th. July 10th at 11 a.m. So maybe this one's not going to be on our Nevada judges. I don't know. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, we'll see. Let's see. Billy Ake, let's see how much more time Zimmerman adds to his sentence. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Give him another 6 months. Hit that like button. Hit it now. That's right. Hit it hard. Play your card right. And everyone, what is this? Now my computer just got funky on me. Scanning your system and analyzing hardware. RebRoot. What the heck is this? Do I need to close this? Am I being hit by a virus? What is this? I never heard of no web. Jason Gutterman. Web root secure anywhere. CE. I don't know what this program is. See, I'm not used to what. Now it's popping in my face again. Is this asking me for money? I don't. No, go away. I don't know what you are. See, this is the laptop. This isn't my regular computer. I'm not used to this nonsense, and I don't know why that just popped in my face. Oh, dearie dear. Anyway, guys, I wanted to start the show today with what is it? Where is it? Where was it? Tag nabbit. I thought I had. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted because my allergies are hitting me really hard again this morning. So I gotta take care of that. Oh, wait a minute. News Now Voodoo sabotaged the internet again. That's what happened. Thank you, Jaime. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Man, your voice is terrible without the machine. Yeah, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do? I'm gonna stab you in the face. Ow! 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 See, when I had my soundboard, it's better. Let's get on with the show, ladies and gentlemen. Ding dong, dag dag nabbit. Here's a video from the Lucid Dream, who I've been having a great time with the Lucid Dream. I love her channel more and more every time I watch it. She's getting better real quick, real good at what she does right off the bat. Here we go.
We can be sarcastic. You cannot.
When I wanted. This woman and I made this exact same face at the exact same time when this idiot said that. Welcome back to my corner of the internet, guys. I am the Lucid Dream, and before we do anything else, this is officially my first video as a YouTube partner, and I want to shout out every single person that has watched a video, that has subscribed, that's commented, that's had conversations with me, that has pointed me in the right direction. For those of you that send me emails with audits to look at or just random content, I can't tell you how very much I appreciate all the support, all the conversation. I have met so many amazing people since I started this 3 weeks ago, and I hope that, you know what, let's keep it going. From the bottom of my heart, thank you to every single one of you. I still find it hard to believe that anyone wants to listen to wants to listen to my opinion, but I am very grateful that you guys do. So without further ado, this is actually a subscriber recommendation. This is I can't even talk. I'm getting worked up. This is a subscriber recommendation. This is Texas Gal Audits, and I can already tell you I hate her. I've watched maybe 4 minutes of the video, and I have already wanted to reach through the screen and bitch slap her, but, can't do that. So we're going to take a look at the video, and we're going to see how much worse it gets. It can only go up from here, right? Right? Maybe? No. Okay. Let's get to it.
Besides the employees working today, what else do you want?
The records request needs to be submitted in writing, and we do have 10 days to respond.
You do have to do it, but it says also on the Freedom of Information app is that if you have it at your fingerprints, you might not have this right at your fingertips right now. It might take you a minute to gather up what we want.
But if you'd like to fill that out,
Why are you interrupting me? I didn't finish my sentence. Again,
you just interrupted me.
No, you interrupted me.
No,
Yes, you did, ma'am.
I'm getting a film. So what I was saying is if you have the information at your fingertips, we would like to have it right now. If you don't have it, we'll wait the 10 days, but I'm pretty sure.
That you know who was on the clock today.
So hours.
The list of hours that prosecutors must work in office physically, not off-site, right here in the office. The list of employees that are working today. Right now, the list of employees that are working today. Including this investigator here.
Have the date.
What is his date? 26?
Yes.
26? Okay, I'm gonna give you my email.
What else does it have to have on there?
Do you have any
It
female?
needs to be
can you tell me-
specifically what you want. It has to be specific, okay?
I really want to know who wakes up in the morning and says, you know what I want to do with my life? I want to be a professional asshole. That's it. That's all I want to do with my life. I want to be a professional asshole. I'm not going to get a regular job. I'm just going to be an asshole. So essentially, it looks like we have Dumb and Dumber's twin sisters here filling out useless FOIA requests for things they are never going to use, don't need in any way, and are there just to bother these poor ladies. Okay, let's see what happens.
Okay, so you got it. It's specific.
Okay.
Can you tell me if you have any female prosecutors?
Yes.
And how many of them do you have?
You can just put that on there.
Okay.
We'll put that all on there.
You don't even have like a reputation of like sleeping around?
Well, is that the
Find out,
information?
won't we?
Is that the information
Yeah.
you want as well?
Yeah, so including, I want the list of prosecutors that are working and like they're,
Did you want to include that you're asking about the reputation as well?
no, I didn't. Did I put that in writing?
No,
I didn't
no.
put that in
We
writing.
didn't put it in
I
writing.
know, but that's
No,
what
I
I
don't
was
want it
asking.
writing, but you-
Because if it was
But
in
you wanna
writing,
tell
it
me.
would be absolute.
But if you want to tell me, you can.
But if you want to be sarcastic,
If
you
you wanna
can
tell
be
me-
at your job. I don't think it's
If you wanna-
professional to
tell
be
me- if you wanna tell me
sarcastic.
here, you can.
Well,
We can be sarcastic, you cannot.
Yeah.
What I want
Put
to
you on
know
the
though,
clock.
I want to make
Put you on
sure
the
that
clock.
Look at
you're
that
getting the
face.
information that
This
you want
one.
once you fill yours.
What is this, like a mother-daughter frauditing team or something? Because the one that was just speaking sounds a little bit younger. I can hear the entitled bitchy whine in the voice. But I can also tell you without looking at her that her hair is over processed, her roots need done, and she has a badly done tramp stamp. So let me know in the comments if you know what these two are. I'm guessing mother-daughter, mother-grandmother, or something along those lines.
List of female prosecutors. Oh, let me do this. List of female prosecutors and their hire dates. So that way I'll be able to narrow it. And their hire dates. A little bit. That's why she goes through the metal detector. So she doesn't have her knife or gun and come back. Okay. All right, that's all. I'm
All
done.
right.
Yep,
Thank you.
you're dismissed. Go ahead and take it and get started.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Do you want to put your contact
I did.
information on there?
She did. Do you have a card?
Nope.
Just this?
Yep.
Do you want?
Nope.
No phone number, nothing?
Nope.
We just want you to leave us alone now. Thank you.
Oh, there's so. God, I'm proud of you.
Thank
We
you.
get what we get.
Bye.
I feel like the one is just pissed that menopause is about to set in, so she's taking it out on the rest of the universe. Because no one is that big of a bitch for no reason, right? That can't be a thing, except in the frauditing world. You know, these two ladies were doing everything to make sure that they got what they needed so they would get the hell out. You know, their motivation for making you leave doesn't matter. If you are getting serviced, you're getting what you need, there is no reason to be like that. Except for the camera. You're just pathetic. Oh yeah, the skin on that hand is looking rough. We're definitely talking menopause. Probably full on menopause at this point.
What did you get on film? You got nothing. Nobody said anything.
I am sitting on this public chair. She wants to whisper to her coworkers, so we're just going to capture it.
We'll figure out which one it is. By that list. Especially hard day. That's what they wear to work. Professional. Open-toed shoes.
So let's go.
This guy.
Yeah, this guy's back
You
on
should
watch.
change it.
What happened? Did you call 911 and they didn't come? I thought if you worked for Irving that you would know not to call 911 for filming.
I'll tell you. You could have asked my name.
Oh, I've been filming you watching us the whole
Why
time.
didn't you just ask my name? I would have told you instead in the facial.
Then why would
recognition.
you threaten
figure
that
it
you were gonna call somebody?
Did your app? Oh, but you said people do it all the time.
So then why would you stop us? Why would you go there? Well, then why would you take pictures?
You just basically. Do you want to? You want to know?
Oh,
who you
that
are?
these cameras here don't work?
Did you find out on your app?
And the taxpayers' cameras in this building don't work?
Find out who I am on your app. Did you figure it out?
So do you want me to Freedom Information Act
Yeah, we can. Let's do that. We sure can. Where's your
Yeah.
boss at? We need-
ask him about that
That's right.
photo?
I forgot about that.
No, let's Freedom Information Act that photo that you took
Is
of
that
us.
your cell phone or is that a work phone?
Yeah.
Okay, well then we need to FOIA request freedom of information.
So-
Because you just created a public record because you're on the
So
call.
let's do that right now.
Let's just do that.
So I need a pen and paper.
Where's your boss at? Can you call him?
Yeah.
He's off.
Oh, he's off, but you were able to call him? Why don't you call him again and put it on speakerphone? No? So, oh, you're gone?
So did your app figure out did your app figure out who it was? Oh, I'm not supposed to step back there like I did on that.
No, I think that she's right in between her lines.
Did your app not tell you who it was?
You know what, guys? I found them. All I had to do was type into Google useless bitches who have nothing better to do than bother this nice old security guard, and this is what popped up. So, accurate.
I don't, yeah.
And what's your name? Carolina. How are you doing? And what's your name?
She's anonymous.
Oh, you don't know? Told you one.
I'll tell you who I am.
Okay, well, my name is Fuck Off.
Okay. That's nice.
So do you want
Yeah.
a picture?
My mom always said that it was nice to tell people like you that Fuck Off is my name, especially men like yourself.
What have I done?
You came into my personal space. You used your phone when they have cameras here in this building to utilize that. And then you came in my personal space to take my image. No, you weren't. As soon as you came up there to try to protect those women, you were not nice.
Just like you come in here all the time. Just like you.
Y'all know the link?
Just like you.
But is that how you treat everyone that comes in? Just like that? Is that how you treat everyone that comes in this building?
Well, I imagine that not everyone that comes in that building is ignorant gutter trash, but I mean, you are.
Okay, well, everyone's different, right? So you, as an officer, should know how to act as indifferent people. Not everyone's the same. Not everyone's a white cis man like you, bro.
She's not here.
Not everyone's a white cis man like you, bro. Get over it.
I'm not Irving, I'm Parker County.
Yeah, now.
People come here every day and they post that stuff.
This is how white cis men act, bro.
And then he goes and takes pictures of them.
Oh, glory. Freedom. We're out. No worries. I will get a hold of your boss and I'll get that pictures that you took.
What's so crazy is that I asked him to turn my shit off and he walked out.
Hey, white cis men of America. Aesthetic.
Oh, there was a whole lot of pathetic there, but it wasn't him at all. Not a lot of frauditing going on there, guys. Just some kind of useless FOIA requests. So let's go ahead and let's move into the next one.
Hey y'all, Texas Gal is here doing a revisit at the Duncanville post office. It is raining right now in Texas, so we're gonna try to hop right in here and get into it. We're gonna find their poster 7 and start recording. So, rules and regulations. And we got the recording procedures.
So right in front of her face, we're starting out with the fact that she doesn't bother to read it, doesn't bother to understand it, and things are going to end badly for Texas dipshit. I can already see it.
Oh, we got our 2 ladies over here last time.
I need one, but I know like you can only do a certain amount. So I need
Let's
those.
postal employees.
Okay. And then we can be.
Do you not think I can record in the office?
Yes, ma'am. Okay, you do got a debit card. Yes. Okay, gotcha. That's all I need.
So we're gonna see. Do they violate our rights again?
I got one too. Scoop this way for me.
Oh, she tried to have a customer scoot away for her, but we still got it on film. She learned her lesson from last time,
It's crazy. It's crazy. Okay.
and now she still keeps trying to promote craziness in the post office.
Ma'am, can you please stop recording? It's
No,
really
ma'am.
uncomfortable. Just turn around.
No, ma'am.
Okay, don't give her, just don't give her no attention. She can't.
Oh, you learned your lesson from last time. You got educated.
You know, you were probably the last one to talk about education, considering it sounds like you didn't pass the 3rd grade. You sit there and you spew ignorance wherever you go, pretending like you don't understand that poster 7 does not give you permission to film inside the post office, especially if they've told you to kick rocks, which from the title of the video, I'm assuming you're going to find out here very soon. You know, you are a disease. You are a pathetic, useless human being with no marketable skills, no job, no future, and this is all you are capable of doing. Yay. I am sure your parents are very proud of you.
Yeah, she's fine.
Yeah, let's just do this amount of with you.
So she obviously got educated from last time when I was here. It's a good thing. This is what we do, and this is why we do what we do. What is it that I have?
I don't know, chlamydia? Talk to your doctor.
We just don't give her. Yeah, and then prove it from
It's kind of hard to.
So you see how you have the lady here at the end, still trying to start up fires.
All right, and then we'll do the next one. Okay, all right.
So glad to see these 2 faces. Oh, she got him. She's the superstar, remember? She's a superstar. Stupid star.
I know, right?
You've managed in just a couple of minutes to sound like the most ignorant and uneducated frauditor I've watched this week, and that's impressive.
Thank you for your service. Thank you. Yes. And my sister too. Oh, my coworker. Okay. See,
So last time I was in here, she said I could not point my camera this direction for transactions. Apparently she learned I can point my camera whichever way I want.
Or she's hoping you get caught for the identity theft that you are trying to commit on the internet. Because if this had anything to do with the First Amendment, you would not be filming people's transactions. You would not be trying to capture people's PIN numbers. You would not give a shit about their addresses, phone numbers, the sensitive information that is there during their transactions. That would not be the priority here. Even if you had some weird misconception about what Poster 7 said, and you did believe you were allowed to film inside the post office, you would not be trying to film transactions because what does that have to do with the Constitution? Not a damn thing. You are a pathetic insect who is trying to make money off of YouTube because you have not had gainful employment in God knows how long. Your food stamps are probably up, and you're struggling to pay your bills and subsidize your illegal substance habits at the same time. That is why you are filming people's transactions.
and just stick in front of this. Yeah. Good afternoon. Hi, how are you? I'm good. How you doing?
That's my best.
It's not pretty.
It's so crazy to film in public and exercise your First Amendment right. It's just so crazy to be an American and to appreciate our Constitution. It's just crazy. Family Feud says,
All right, so I want to make a comment about that comment. Because so many of them, oh my goodness, so many of them do that. And it really kind of drives me up the wall and really gets under my skin when they do that. And do what? What am I talking about, Hez? I'll tell you what I'm talking about. When they say, like, I've seen it so many times, and I think every frauditor at some point has used this. Like, you walk into a post office or a DMV or any of the places where these guys go, City Hall, freaking, what we've seen people fraud at McDonald's or Wendy's or Taco Bell. I mean, no matter where it is. You walk into one of these places and you see somebody filming. That's not normal. That doesn't happen. The only people in the world that do this stuff is frauditors. Which, number one, goes back to my original argument from 2 years ago, which was if their wish came true and through some sort of tyrannical directive, all humans were forced to not react when they see someone with a camera. Because that's the only way to make it to where no one will say anything to anyone filming is through tyrannical control of you cannot tell them they can't film. You are not allowed to say. So they're trying to increase tyranny, but they don't realize that. But even if they got their wish and everyone everywhere was not allowed to ever ask anyone to stop recording under any circumstances, whose freedom did they increase? Other frauditors. because nobody else in the world wants to hang around the DMV all day filming. Nobody else wants to hang out in the post office all day filming. Nobody wants to do this except for them. So they're not fighting for our freedom. They're not fighting for our rights. They're not fighting for the Constitution or America. They're fighting for their YouTube dollars, and that's it. And when the confrontations stop, which supposedly is their goal, nobody's going to watch their videos anymore because they only watch them because they want to see the confrontations. If they win, they will destroy themselves. But the point is, when they're out there doing this, right, what they're doing is weird because nobody does that except for these guys. So when somebody says, and see, it all ties together because I always say, what do? They build a false narrative. And when you read the comments and you look at their fans and you look at their live stream comments and the comments on their videos and all the stuff from their sheeple, lens-licking, psychopathic fans, it's always the same type of thing. My theory, and it's still, I haven't seen anything to prove any different. My theory is that those of us who think frauditing is wrong, who call it frauditing for a reason, again, no problem with auditing. Auditing is a legitimate thing. That's why I say frauditing, because that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about actual audits. I'm talking about fraudits. It's a bizarre thing. It's a weird thing to have someone just standing there recording. But their fans are reacting to the false narrative, the narration of the frauditor. I'm reacting to what's actually happening in the video. And they never match. And this is a perfect example of that. You see someone standing in the post office recording. You've been in a post office, maybe depending on, how much business you do at the post office. Because I know, you got to mail something. If you have a box, you can just put it in the box and raise a flag and never even have to go to the post office, unless you're shipping packages or whatever, something big, right? But if you go to the post office regularly, like I do, like a lot of people do, you might have been in the post office 1,000 times in your life and not once ever saw someone standing in there with the camera. Or the DMV. How many times in your life have you been to the DMV? You've never seen anyone standing there with the camera. So it is weird because it doesn't happen unless there's a frauditor doing it. It's not a thing. So it is weird. So if they say this is weird, the frauditor flips it. Oh, no. I'm going to make my audience believe that you said this is weird because you think the Constitution is weird. You said this is weird because you think the First Amendment is weird. And their fans eat this crap up. Yeah, I can't believe those anti-Constitution, anti-freedom people said you were being weird. Watch the video, you lame brain, lens-licking douche canoe idiots. When these people say this is weird, it's because somebody standing around filming stuff inside these buildings is weird. It's not normal. It doesn't happen except for when you idiots do it. They're not saying this is weird because they think that freedom is weird, because they think the Constitution is weird, but that's how they sell it. And their audience is, oh, yeah, you're right. Watch the video. Forget the narration. Turn the sound off and just watch what's happening. My favorite example of that is, and I've seen this 1,000 times as well, is when you watch a video and you hear all this stuff about how these cops are evil, civil rights violating tyrants, freedom-hating, anti-Constitution oath breakers. And you watch the video and you hear them say that, and their fans are in the comments, I can't believe that cop did that to you. I can't believe that cop did that. But if you watch the video with the sound off, what do you see? You see a cop like this. Ooh, the tyranny. Let's get back to the video, guys.
They are, yeah.
You're gonna have to have something long.
The longest thing we have is up there, I don't think we have it.
I'm just recording just to make sure that they're doing their job. I'm not recording. I mean, to get in the camera, it is not my expectation here. Let's see how she talks to the next customer.
Not her expectations as she pans over and follows the couple out the door with the camera. Okay.
Hey, how's it going?
Great, how's it going, sir?
What's going on today?
Are you the federal police?
I'm police. I was called by them. What's going on?
Okay, well, do you have a contract with the post office to be in here with the arm?
Yeah,
Good.
I do. What's
Okay,
going on
great.
today?
I'm just here to make a purchase.
Why are you recording?
Because I have the right to, the First Amendment, a press.
Okay, cool.
That's it. What's your name and badge number?
It's right here.
Okay, but right here is not your name.
Okay.
So what is your name?
Okay. Do y'all want to give her business? Okay.
They don't have the option. This is no, this is not a
You
Walmart.
can still be criminally trespass from
For
a
what
public
reason?
building.
Well, but it has to be, no, it does. It
We
does.
can
So
do
are
this
you
real- Hey,
trying,
stop. We can do this real easy.
right? Or we can make this real hard on yourself.
No.
Don't make me take away your qualified
You're not gonna make me do
immunity.
anything, okay.
Okay, no,
I'm
it said,
outside with us.
don't make
Causing a
me, don't make me take
Ma'am.
away your qualified
Ma'am, let's
immunity.
go outside. Come on.
Sir,
Oh, someone has been watching way too much YouTube. She's trying to hit every Frauditor point all in like the last 30 seconds.
Come on.
sir, don't grab me. Don't touch me. You don't have the right.
They want you gone. If you don't leave,
They
I'm
don't
going
have the right
arrest
to
you.
tell me to go because I'm not doing anything illegal.
If you don't leave, I'm
Get
going
your
to take you.
supervisor.
I'm the
Get your,
supervisor. I'm the supervisor.
get your lieutenant.
He's not here today.
Well, there's someone on the clock.
Okay, here, take this off.
Here to make a purchase at a public building and getting trespassed. So everybody call the Duncanville police and let them know I'm being trespassed for no reason.
Okay, maybe go around, okay?
He obviously doesn't understand how trespass works in public buildings.
Okay, just stay right here.
I can guarantee you he knows how trespass from a public building works a whole hell of a lot better than you do, dumbass. And no, you're not there to make a purchase, because if you were there to make a purchase, you would have done it 15 minutes ago instead of standing around like an absolute moron talking to yourself about the First Amendment when all you are doing is filming a crappy YouTube video. That's it.
Right here. Up. 45, your feet up. Okay, whoever did you? Can you already? Oh, in the car. Thank you.
So everybody call the Duncanville police station in Texas.
In the parking lot.
Yes, just, no, y'all can pass up. Excuse me, ma'am, you're stopping my line. Can I get you to just move down to the side?
You just rearrange that for yourself.
Thank you.
I'm not going to attack nobody.
Can I get you to step at the?
No, sir. No, ma'am. I am in my free
Are
space.
you waiting?
No, you're not.
Can I get you
Get
to
out of
be
line.
right in front?
Talk to me.
She's holding up.
I'm
I will
not-
talk
I'm
to
not
you
talking-
right here.
Hey, then
But
stop
this is
yelling.
where I will talk to you. I'll stand out of their line, but I'll talk to you right here.
Okay, great.
And this is Miss Tracy. Y'all remember her?
45. I don't know what was going on. My radio was coming down. I wasn't able to use my handheld.
Hey, Manning, are you good?
So anyways, he's going to sit here and act like he's going to play on his walkie-talkie.
Radio keeps coming out. I can't use it. I can't use the handheld. And I'm not in the car.
Yeah, go in private if you want to have a private conversation.
Man, there's other emergencies going on in the city.
Then go handle those. I didn't ask
I'm
you to
called
stop here. Okay, then handle that. If you need to stay here, then stay here. If you don't, then go.
45 radio check.
Go handle the things you need to go handle.
I'm handling it.
Receiving loud and clear.
Then don't ask me what to handle or not handle.
Hey, Green, I'm gonna do one of the things.
You're recording. What? Yes. Okay. She's not wanting to leave. They're wanting her to leave. Okay. And that's it.
So tell me what legal reason you have to trespass me from a public building.
They don't want you here.
That is not a legal reason. I am press. I am press. I am in a government building doing the
How are you
news.
pressed? Do you have ID?
So where do you get ID for press?
She is literally regurgitating just everything she's seen on every other Frauditor video. No, dumbass, you are not press. You will never be press. Just like the rest of you insects, you will never be anything because you don't have the capability, the intelligence, or the fortitude to be anything. You are terrified right now because you know what's coming. You were desperately hoping that they are not going to take you to jail and that you could weasel your way out of this, but I don't think so.
Everyone is press. The freedom of press.
They don't want you here.
Sir, you're
This is
not
a
going to
public place.
trespass me unless you want
Okay,
your
we'll go to
qualified.
jail. for
You want your
tampering with
qualified immunity taken?
it. All right. I'll hold this.
I am dying to see her take away his qualified immunity. Please, someone let me know when that happens. I will be sitting here not holding my breath. So I was apparently wrong. That first clip, I thought it was the older woman that was Texas Gal Audits. Apparently it's this one. Either way, needs a major reality check. She has been watching way too many frauditing videos and not bothering to check any of it. And is just regurgitating all of the bullshit, one right after the other. So my advice, Texas Gal Audits, either learn to read, pick up a book, I don't know, book on tape, something. But you need to educate yourself on what the laws actually are and not what you hear on YouTube because you're an idiot. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a great night.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the lucid dream. All right. Yeah. Super awesome sandwich sauce. Tastes like I'm your boss. I don't know what that means. Anyway, yes. It's so ridiculous. And like Lucid pointed out, she's literally just regurgitating the script. Hey, if you touch me, I'm going to take your qualified immunity away. Really? Like, I've always said this too. Like, I would love to be a fly on the wall with some of these complaints. Like, let's see, I got this complaint on this. No, not this. I almost just doxed myself. Yeah. Oh, look, I got this complaint on this officer. Let's see what it says. It says, let's see. Oh, okay, here it is. Let's see. I was recording in the post office. It's weird. Why would somebody do that? And the post office asked me to leave. I refused to leave, and I was trespassed. All right, so what's the complaint? Did the officer beat you with a stick while he was trespassing you? No. What did he do? He trespassed me. Well, wait, what? They asked you to leave. Right. You didn't leave. Right. So what's the problem again? I actually had this conversation. Well, not the conversation. It was in the comment section, but I actually said that to John Felix once, relatively recently, because he was posting his trial for trespass. And, he was like, well, this happened and this happened and this happened. And then I put in the comments, I said, it's really simple. Let's look at what happened during this trial. You admitted that they asked you to leave. You admitted that you didn't leave when they asked you to leave. Boom, guilty of trespass. What's the issue? And then he said, his response was, I guess you're on the spectrum, huh? You're the genius. Whatever. Yeah, she even recommended the call flooding. She said, okay, everybody call the police. Let them know that they're trespassing me. Yeah, they're doing their job. Good cops do their job. That's a good cop. You just highlighted a good cop in your video. Awesome. Can we start having the cops treat these frauditors like New York bouncers, like the way New York bouncers treat drunks, right? We've seen a couple of those. I've said that before, too, because I've had a couple of people ask me in the past, like, how come you don't feature more good cops on your channel? I'm like, what are you talking about? Every time a frauditor gets trespassed, an angel gets its wings. We are focusing on good cops. Every time that they get rid of a frauditor, that's a good cop right there. Ancient Chart Music and Art is here. What's up? Safurious is here. What's up? Rowing hard. Hey, man, that's how you keep the canoe going, is by rowing hard. Stop or I'll give you something to cry about. That's right. Who else came in while we were talking? We got Christopher O'Connor. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Cool Clear Water is here. That's right. Yeah, I nuked my channel earlier. Let's see who else. Parson 1122, what's up? Just trying to think who I didn't say hello to earlier. There's nuked. Donna Ray, what's up? Great to see ya. Let's see. Anybody else? Anyone else that I missed? Robert Custos is here. What's up? Good to see ya. Again, anyone else that I missed? Ladies and gentlemen, Donna Ray with the 2-month membership milestone. Fingers crossed. Privacy strikes on both today. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Let's go ahead and give you your happy dance. All right. Yes, I love it. Round of applause. Yeah. Oh, my goodness gracious me. We need more cops like P. Barnes. That's right. That's a fact. So anyway, guys, there was something else I was thinking about after yesterday's show, because part of the thing I did yesterday was because, the Tuesday show is just talking and not really getting into too many videos and stuff. And I was talking about how over the weekend, throughout the course of the week last week, I went to the storage unit I have out here and picked up a bunch of stuff. Oh, my goodness, my allergies again. Hold on, guys. I'm sorry. Dang nabbit, I'm sorry, guys. I'm still getting used to the climate change up here. Anyway, so yeah, I went to the storage unit that I have out here, and I picked up a bunch of stuff from there and brought it back here. I got this table I'm using here. I got some more chairs. I got some of my DVDs, some of my comic books and stuff. And then I was showing yesterday, like my comic books and some of my books that I got and that I retrieved. The big thing that I showed yesterday was I thought it was gone forever. I was so happy yesterday when I was alive. I almost cried. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I don't know, but I found my dad's ashes. I got this little guitar necklace, and the guitar is filled with my dad's ashes, and that I was so happy to see that we still had that. But I also found something else. So, those of you who know my work and have been following me for a while have probably seen this before. Ray had it as the background on her wall. She had on her wall a poster of this. That you could buy at my merch store. This is one of my drawings, and I use it as my background sometimes. And again, I actually sell on my merch store a poster version of it that you could buy. Ray has it. She had it up on her wall as her background forever. And that's the picture. That's the drawing. But the reason I mention it and I'm showing that is because when I was digging through my stuff and I went through my storage unit, I found the original. I found this. This was in there. This is all of my art. I keep it. I've always kept it in this folder. And I found this folder was in the storage unit. So first of all, this is one of my screenplays that I wrote. I never did try to sell it to Hollywood or anything, but I did write it. And then I got like, on these pages, I have all of my drawings, like just random doodles, stuff that I used to just do. You know, when I was bored, I would just doodle. Stuff like practicing different things. But this is the original color version. That's what I made the copies of. But the actual original drawing, what I did was I took the drawing that I did in pencil, made a Xerox copy of it, and then colored the copy. This is the actual original hand-drawn in pencil. I was so happy that I had that. And then more of my, all my poems are in here. And then I did a bunch of like graphic art. On the computer back in the day. Like this was a self-portrait. Back when this is old stuff. More short stories, more poems, more drawings. All kinds of crazy stuff. Anyway, I thought that was really cool. And I thought I'd share that with you guys because I was so happy that I got that. If I ever got famous, I thought I'd auction off that original, but yeah, that's whatever. But yeah, that was pretty cool. I was really happy when got to put the screenplay back in there. I have two different ones, but the other one it got it was like curled up. The other one, not this one. A different screenplay that I wrote. Got all curled up, so I actually have it out laying flat so that it'll flatten out. You looked like a hippie. Oh yeah. You know what? I could show you guys this too. I was a hippie for a while. I'll show you something in a minute. Here, let me I'll put on a song while I go grab something. You guys might find this interesting too. I don't know. But we'll see. Hold on a second. BRB, ladies. All right. Sorry about that. So anyway, my 30th birthday. So 21 years ago, on my 30th birthday, I did a self-portrait. This was a self-portrait I did on my 30th birthday. And then, because I decided I was going to shave my head. I was really depressed that I was turning 30. So I decided I was going to shave my head. But first, I did a self-portrait of me with my long hair, smiling, Mr. Hippie guy, all through my 20s. And then, after I shaved my head, I did a self-portrait of me with my head shaved and how I was depressed that I was turning 30. So I didn't say they were good. That's what they were. But those were in the storage unit too, my paintings. So I was like, wow, all that cool stuff that I have that, you know, I still got that I thought was gone forever. It's been so long. But it was great to find all that good old stuff. Man, 21 years old. 21 years ago, I turned 30. So anyway, that was fun stuff. It was really, really great to find all that good old stuff and things, again, that I thought were lost and gone forever. Because, and I think I told the story yesterday or the day before. Basically, what happened was when we had to move, because, again, for those of you who don't know the story, the place that we were renting, the owner sold it. We didn't get evicted. There wasn't any problems with the renter. There was nothing bad. It was just the new owners didn't buy it as a rental. So they just didn't renew our lease. So we had to go. So one day while I was at work, my ex, my wife at the time, my ex packed everything up. And I got home from work and everything was already packed. And I'm like, where are my books? Where are my paintings? Where's this? Where's that? Oh, I think I packed that. Oh, maybe. So I had no idea what was in there. And then this weekend, when I went to the storage unit, I literally dug through every single bin. And again, I found my books. I found my dad's ashes. I found my paintings. Great stuff. Great stuff. I was really happy that all that stuff was there. Graham from the Graham and Bob Show is here. All right. Just popping in to say hi. Hope everyone was having a great day. As always, yes. Were you at the primate enclosure at the zoo? Yeah, right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Let's see. I got over the turning 30 blues, and now I sing My Kids Remind Me How Old I Am blues. Yep. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Dearie dear. Anyway, so let's keep this thing going. Let's see. How about it's been a minute since we've done NCR, I think, or did we do NCR yesterday? I'm getting confused now that we've been out here. Oh no, yesterday was just Tuesday. So happy Hump Day, everybody. Welcome to the show. Glad to see you guys. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and watch the new NCR News Network video together, shall we? All right.
Hi folks, today we're going to take a look at a brand new channel called Ripple Effect Media, where this guy just says some of the most obscene, crazy, and, well, downright offensive things you'll ever hear said to a law enforcement officer that hasn't come out of Chili's mouth. But before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without your guys' continuous support, I couldn't keep the channel going, so thank you from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the page, leave a like and a comment because it helps with the algorithm. And if you can, please consider becoming a member. With all that being said, let's enjoy today.
What? Just back up. If they ask to search the car, say it's not mine. I can't allow it, and I'll say the rest. You just say I would, but it's not mine. Okay?
That's just stupid.
So that you won't get.
So you won't get what? Get busted for something that you're trying to hide, end up going to jail for something you're trying to hide, or get your car impounded because you're going to take the legal advice of an auditor who quotes Chili and his indestructible trifold. Brilliant. We're going to be jumping ahead because there's copyrighted music, and I don't want the video to get demonetized or get a copyright strike. So we'll jump ahead to when the cops come and interact with these two fine idiots.
Hey, Mr. Alvarez?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Hey, can you step out really quick and talk to me back here?
Yeah.
Is he shy?
Hi.
Hey.
How are you?
Good.
Ooh.
What's up?
What's up? I was just wondering, can I have you remove your sunglasses so I know who I'm talking to?
I'm not going to. I don't even want to talk. I hate the police.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I hate you guys. Like,
But you
if
have
I
a-
don't,
is
and
that-
I don't
isn't
have
that
my
like a cop
trifold.
car? Isn't that like a cop car?
I don't answer questions. It's a mockery of the police. I hate you fucking guys so much. Like when I pray that you guys get over here, Rosie. I pray that you guys' car explodes.
What the fuck? So this police officer who is talking to you politely and is not being rude at any way has just asked you to remove your sunglasses so she can see who she's talking to, which is a reasonable request. You don't have to do it, but the first thing out your mouth is that you hate the fucking cops and that you pray that their cars explode. Seriously, what is wrong with you? Are you so brainwashed by this mentality that being a auditor has that you distrust the police? Yes, there are good cops and there's bad cops, just like there's good people and bad people. But here's a little life lesson I can teach you. Some people suck, and that's just life. But not everybody's bad.
Why is that?
Because you guys are all evil and bad.
Well, why do you think that?
Well, if you weren't, if there was a good one, there would be no bad ones. And there's shit ton of bad ones. So yeah.
Well, I don't think I'm a
So
bad
what's
one.
up though? You're cute. I mean,
I
I would
agree. Well,
I would
thank
bang
you.
you, but
I
I
mean-
would
Thank you, fuck you, bye, boom.
never fucking anything
Well,
other than that.
What if we do it along the lines that, like, I'm gonna be respectful to you, okay?
Yeah, I'm not respectful to cops. It'd be best
That's
if you just
fine.
stop
That's fine.
talking
If
to
you
me.
want to look at me as an officer,
Yeah, I
totally
do.
understand
If you
that.
take off that costume, that clown costume, then I'll talk to you.
Well, if you took off your sunglasses, it'd probably be easier
Well,
to speak
what's up
with
though?
you.
What do you want?
I was just seeing who you
Oh,
are and
I don't want
everything
you
like
to know
that.
who I am. I'm incognito.
And you have
Yeah, you're incognito because you're coming off as the biggest prick and dickhead I have ever seen. I mean, she's being polite to you. She's being very respectful towards you. She's talking to you in a calm and reasonable tone. But what's the first thing out your mouth is you don't like cops and you'd bang her and that's about it? Dude, have you not been raised properly? Do you not have any respect for the people you talk to or women in general?
that right. It's not a
I
big
know my
deal. Why are
rights.
you an incognito?
Because I might have warrants. What if I have a bunch of warrants?
Then you have warrants.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
What
what's the
if
issue
when
with
you
that?
looked on the thing it said armed and dangerous?
And
I
then
don't
it
want you
says-
to run my name.
Is that the case?
It might be.
Okay. and we can talk that out. It's not a big
No,
deal.
we're not talking shit out. I'm not saying nothing.
And that's fine.
All right.
It's fine.
Holler at you then. I don't know why I rolled down the window.
Or do you work in the area?
I'm not going to answer any questions. Do you work in the area?
Yeah, I mean, I'm a deputy over here.
Oh, a deputy.
Yeah.
You mean a clown?
Okay.
Yeah.
Is this your coworker?
That's just some hitchhiker I picked up. Why? What's up?
No,
Does he have a
it's your
warrant or
vehicle?
something?
No.
Yeah.
No. I'm
Okay.
just.
Then why'd you pull him out?
Bruce and I just like to make conversation.
Bruce Almighty.
I mean, if you
You know, I
want to
share the
he's a
same
nice guy.
birthday as Sean Reyes.
Yeah.
You know that?
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
Go ahead.
Do you realize that? I'm just saying, I do.
I'm just.
I thought that
listening.
was pretty cool.
Yeah. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's all right.
But if I had my trifold with me, then I could talk to you because I'd know what to say because I don't really have a brain of my own.
Well, at least he's being honest at this point, because clearly he doesn't have his own brain to make his own cognitive thoughts and decisions. Because if he was to go off the trifold, which there is video proof on Delete Laws' channel that it doesn't work, that he would come up with something better to do. Nobody cares that you share the same birthday as Sean Paul Reyes. Hell, there's tons of people that share birthdays with famous people, but it doesn't mean it's the aspect of their life. You chose to be an auditor because more than likely you've had run-ins with the law and you.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, I almost missed the cupcake happy dance. Let us go with the cupcake happy dance. I hate it when it plays slow. All right. Okay. Ole. All right. Yes, yes, yes. I'm sorry, it's just this kid is like, there she is. All right. Yes. 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 Round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, 3 cheers for the one and only Frauditor News Network. All right. All right. All right. All right. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that she saw it. All right. Yes. 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 We love cupcake. Yes. Anastasia. Ole. What's up? Great to see you. And of course, great to see you, Florida Jim. All right, what's up? But anyway, yeah, this kid, like, and NCR is about to get into it. But that's what I was like. Sometimes, I mean, I know there's a reason why the cops don't say certain things, but sometimes I wish I could get into their skin and respond, like, "Oh man, I hate cops because you guys are evil." Like, if I was that cop, I would have said, "Oh, I get it. So what you're saying is you got busted for something, and instead of being a man and taking responsibility for your own actions, you decided to blame the cops who busted you as opposed to blaming yourself for what you did to get busted." Is that what you're trying to say, you butterbrain douche canoe, potato head scumbag? Ugh. What an evil little prick, and calling them evil while he's being an evil prick. Oh, man. The stupidity is palpable.
Issue with authority figures, and we can clearly tell you have an issue with strong women.
But I don't have my trifold with me.
I don't know what a trifold is.
You don't?
I don't.
Hmm.
I'm being honest with you. I don't know what that is.
You don't know what an indestructible trifold is?
Mm-mm. What is that?
You're behind times.
I guess. I mean, if you
Google
give me the
Google what
knowledge.
an indestructible trifold is.
Shenanigans.
No, 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 no.
Shenanigans.
No, 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 no.
Yeah, we're calling shenanigans because the so-called indestructible trifold has been destroyed many a times. Let's see, Josh Abrams destroyed it, and Gunner TV's destroyed it. And I'm feeling certain that anyone who's ever bought one has destroyed it just for shits and giggles. Chili's indestructible trifold won't help you. Just because it's laminated doesn't make it indestructible. A drill and just ripping it in half did the job for Gunner.
What does it do?
What does it do? It
Yeah.
tells you how to talk to cops. See me, I'm just like,
Oh.
fuck you, you horrible bitch. I'm like that to cops.
Mm.
And guy, girl, it doesn't matter. But you notice yeah, she hates cops too. We both hate cops. Bad. Yeah.
Okay.
So why do you have him out of the car for speeding?
That's just how Bruce does it. He just gets them.
Oh,
all.
fuck. Tell Bruce I said fuck him.
You can tell him.
Fuck you, Bruce.
Well, seeing how Bruce cannot tell you what he really would like to say, allow me to do it for him.
Oh, well, you can kindly go fuck yourself.
So,
What's your name again?
Deputy Kelsey Bramer. You can just call me Kelsey.
Kelsey? Damn, I hate that you're a cop. Man, cuz you're so pretty.
I do it for my kids.
Get a different job. No,
I do it for my kids.
You could strip and make more money than
No,
fucking.
I'm not gonna do that.
Why?
I respect myself too much, and I know what you're gonna say because I'm a clown and shit like that.
Yeah, it's a clown. There's no good cops. They're all.
Now, I'm not going to disparage anybody who is an exotic dancer. It's their choice. And if they're doing it to take care of their families or their children, so be it. But there's no reason why a man should be talking like this to a woman, especially if he's supposed to be a respectful gentleman. I mean, you're coming off as a bit chauvinist. And to be honest, I don't think any woman would want to date you, let alone talk to you the way you're talking to this officer.
Bad. How many times have you saw lying ass, bitch ass cops lying?
I haven't
making
lied.
false statement. That's a lie.
You
because
can say that.
You know
can
how many
say
I've
that.
had
Yeah,
on
I
the,
know
you know
I'm
how many
honest,
I've had on the
good-working
stand and caught. Man, it's easy to catch you guys in lies because I don't know. It just is. But yeah.
I mean, you can say that if you want. So, but
Yeah.
it was nice meeting you. I didn't catch your name. I know you're not going to give it to me.
No, I'll give you my first name.
You can give me your first name.
It's Brad.
What?
Yeah, but you'll know anyways because I have a rather large YouTube channel. So
This is such a crock of shit.
I think this Frauditor's overcompensating because I've looked at his channel. His channel's only about 6,870 subscribers. It's something I would call a nice size channel. I wouldn't call it large, but I mean, it's a healthy number. If he's overcompensating his channel size, what else is he?
you'll be on YouTube. I got 2 cameras going.
Oh. Hey,
I don't know if you notice it. Yeah,
I mean, I caught it, but
they'll
I'm
love
not
your
too
attitude
concerned
and they'll
about
hate mine, but they all understand that cops are pieces of shit. And I'm sorry that it's that way. It just is.
I'm sorry.
Did you
that
see all?
you
Have you
feel
watched
that
all the
way.
videos of people getting shot and killed by you guys lately, unarmed?
I haven't. Oh, it was nice meeting you.
Yeah, you gotta
I'm
go?
done. Yeah, I gotta
Okay.
go. I'm sorry. I'll get out of
Kelsey,
here.
if I ever see you out of that clown outfit, I might ask you out. You
Maybe
ain't-
if you never call me a bitch.
I
or
would
anything
never
like
call you a
that,
bitch.
that'd be
I'm
cool.
hey,
Never tell
you
me I
you
can
know
be a
you might not
stripper.
believe this, but I'm the kindest, most loving person in the world. But I hate police.
I am also.
Yeah, I can tell.
So
Good
you have a
attitude.
Good night, okay?
You as well. Thank you.
And we're going to end the video here. I know this wasn't an exciting video, but I felt this video needed to be brought to light to show how frauditors truly are and how they truly think. I mean, this cop was truly very respectful towards him and treated him very kindly, even though he was very degrading, belligerent, misogynistic, and, well, just being a plain out flat dick. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. And if you can, please consider becoming a member. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. And a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without your guys' continuous ongoing support, I couldn't keep this channel going. So I want to personally thank all of you from the
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the one and only NCR News Network. Oh, my goodness gracious me. So anyway, That's all good stuff. So now I want to do something a little different. So yesterday on Law Talk with Mike, he was showing a live stream. What happened was there was a couple weeks ago, he did a video about a sovereign citizen in court and the way the judge gave him a good dressing down. Like this judge was like amazing, right? So he heard that there was supposed to be another sovereign citizen on the same judge's docket yesterday. So he decided to do a live stream because he streams, the judge does live streams of his court proceedings. So Law Talk with Mike covered it. And the Sovsit never showed. But just seeing the way this judge talked to these people blew my mind. I love this judge. Like, we all love Judge Simpson and but this is a judge I never heard of. So this guy was new to me. And what's his name? Judge Fleischer. Judge Fleischer. And in Texas. And I love the way that he talked to these people. And he wears these suits and like he does like Freaky Friday. Every Friday he'll wear like a polka dot suit jacket or like, and he always wears a bow tie. Like he's completely got his own thing going on. He's an amazing judge and I love this guy. So I did a search for him in general because if he live streams, I figured he must be all over YouTube. And it turns out that he is. And I found two channels in particular. And it's crazy the way this whole thing happened. So I saw Law Talk with Mike covering this judge. I immediately fell in love with the judge. So then I did a search for that particular judge. And then I found these two different channels that are courtroom channels. And I like watching the courtroom stuff, but two courtroom channels that I never heard of before, both of which I found because they've covered this particular judge, Judge Fleischer. So I'm going to drop their links right now. This is Lone Wolf. Definitely go subscribe to them. And then this is Court Vibes. And I'll drop their link too. Definitely check them out. Those are both courtroom channels. And again, I found both of them. And immediately I thought they were great and I subscribed. And you guys should definitely go subscribe too. I found them because they did a lot of videos on Judge Fleischer. So I watched a bunch of their stuff. Then, because I was doing a search for Judge Fleischer, by pure coincidence, this other guy's doing a live stream where he interviewed Judge Fleischer. So I went to that, and guess who was there? Lone Wolf and Court Vibes. So in the chat, I talked to both of them. And they were both like, oh, if you want to, show our stuff on your channel, man, go, please do it. Please, whatever. Talk about us, show our videos, no problem. So like all of this, all within the course of just a few hours. So like, it was just like amazing. And all of a sudden, like this judge is like my favorite judge now. And these other creators that love him too, all of a sudden we're all like, we got to talk about this guy. So what I'm going to do is, what I have queued up here is from the Court Vibes channel, and it's part of the same live stream that Law Talk with Mike covered yesterday. It's the whole thing is an hour and a half long. I'm starting at about the 54-minute mark or so, and I'm going to let it play for a while because what this judge is doing here is he specifically has been assigned like this insane backlog of cases they have in his county because he does these like speedy trials. Like, come up, what are you going to do? What's going on? What do you got? Boom, boom. All right. Verdict, gone. Next. Boom, boom. What do you got? Boom, next. He's just popping through them quick. But the way he talks to these people, the where it starts, where I'm starting it is right when this guy comes up and he dresses the guy down really good. He gives it to him, but I'm going to leave it play for a while and you'll see a few different cases because one of them is going to come up because it's going to seem like, oh, this judge is like mean or whatever. But then a case comes up where it's like, oh, wait a minute. I'll tell you what. And again, this isn't, it's because he pops through so many cases so fast. It's one of the ones coming up. You're going to see him like rip into all these guys. And then this one guy's going to come up that's 18 and still in high school. And the whole thing is going to end with him saying, I'll tell you what, the day you graduate high school, you come here and you show me your diploma, I'll dismiss and drop all charges and you'll have no criminal record. Like, he's fair, he's firm, and he's got his own style that is amazing. I like Lone Wolf, but I can't stand Judge Fleischer. Good at dropping the hammer, but only when there's no other options. Okay. I got what you're saying, Cool Clearwater. I just discovered him yesterday, but I already know what you're talking about because even Law Talk with Mike said it yesterday while he was watching the videos, saying like, this guy, like, it seems like he's all bark, no bite because he's not. But I've seen some compilations of just him sending people to jail. And that's it. But again, yeah, I don't know. I like his style. I'll let you guys judge for yourselves. Obviously, Cool Clearwater already knows Judge Fleischer. But anyway, I just discovered him yesterday, so I'm still figuring out what he's about. But I like his style. So let's go ahead and introduce all you guys to Judge Fleischer. And let's see what you think in the comments. Do you think that he's great, or do you think he's too lenient? Or how do you perceive his style? I was interested, fascinated by it. I thought it was great. Let's go ahead and check him out and see what he's all about.
It's not a good morning. Mr. Williams, my question is, and because I was posing this question, is how on earth do we keep the public safe from you, who weighs nothing but what, 80 pounds, all of 18 years old? You're on felony probation for a freaking aggravated robbery and an engaging in organized criminal activity. Since that time, you've picked up a terroristic threat, failure to stop and give information, a possession of a controlled substance, and now they're alleging another robbery. How in the world do we keep the public safe from you? And someone keeps posting your bond.
Watch your blood pressure.
Wait a minute. Carrie T, I said hello to you, didn't I? I thought I said hi to you. Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, Carrie T is in the house. All right. Here we go. Great to see you. Could have swore I said hi to you earlier. I'm sorry. Anyway, back to the video.
I think that the only way I'm now going to have you sign an affidavit with me. If you ever have a gun, threaten another person, you pick up a new case, I will have a contempt hearing as to whether I should find you in contempt. And the more cases you pick up, the more contempt actions I can have on you, and I can stack it 180 days, one upon the other, time after time. If you get out, I'm ordering you to go under home confinement. You are not allowed to leave your house one iota. I don't care what your excuse is. The only way is if you're going to a doctor or you're going to meet with your lawyer. Other than that, if you so much as pick up a new case, talk to any of the victims or co-defendants in any of your cases, I'm going to make your bond so high. I'm telling you now, each of your bonds with me are at $10,000. I'm going to make it $100,000 if you pick up any new cases because you threaten the public anymore. You understand? You know what we're going to do? What we're going to do is we're going to have another Monday, Thursday with this kid. So if you get out, you must come here every Monday and Thursday to take a drug test with me. The first time you ever test positive for anything, I'm gonna revoke all your bonds and make them sky high. You ever have a gun on you, I will have a contempt hearing, and you'll be facing 6 months in jail every time you have a weapon. You pick up a new case, likewise, I will do the same thing. You understand me? It's a shame that just go into HEB. All they want to do is get food. So I'm going to need from you every single co-defendant and every single complaining witness so that we can put that and give that to pretrial services. And then, so we'll do home confinement unless, Mr. Foreman, home confinement unless he has to come to court, right? And then he comes to court, takes a test, and then goes back home. And so and that's the only way. So otherwise, he's under home confinement. And right, unless he has to go, like it's a medical emergency, or he goes to meet with a lawyer. And then I need proof. I'm not going to take his word that he's going to see a lawyer 3 times a week or something like to this nature, you know? I'm going to sign this now. So help me. Because I don't know if you're going to get out. These conditions go on to you if you were out in the free world. Because I don't know if you're going to get out. All I'm trying to do is protect the public. And I'm going to do everything in my power to do that. And if that means making your bond $500,000, I'll do it in a heartbeat. Do you understand, Mr. Williams? Okay, thanks.
You just want me to
PCS. Yeah, so when we get whoever it's going to be, because we don't have someone, we need to get all of their names. Oh, you just reinstated? Okay. If you ever fail to appear again, I'm going to make your bond a very, very high. You will never get another get out of jail free card. Do you understand, Mr. Rodriguez? Never. You don't come when you want to come. You come when you are ordered to come. I'm sending you now to go get your TRAS done for your intervention program. You will only get a 2-week setting. You must have everything done within the next 2 weeks. Otherwise, I will set you for trial. Do you understand?
He's gonna make me get a bowl cut, I know it. And hold a sign. I love the bow tie though. It's very nice.
That's the dates that they give, you know. Ma'am, your case now is 180 days, so it's very old. This is the time that we start setting cases for trial to try to resolve these things. You've been given an offer of they'll dismiss your case if you go attend this interview. All you have to do is literally show up and then they'll dismiss your case. Your case is so old that if you fail to go to this interview, I will immediately set your case for trial. Do you understand, ma'am? We'll give you the date. All you have to do, like I said, show up, and then after that, they'll dismiss the case. If for some reason you don't go, all bets are off. You get an immediate trial set. Okay? All right? Thanks. Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Did you see the other one? It's on
The-
page 1 and 10.
Oh, no, that I didn't see.
That's where I was telling you there's the original Hezokuai. We recalled it as a second, so that original one is going to be dismissed.
Okay, so he's pleading to a TWI second. Okay. Mr. Menchu, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. This is a Class A misdemeanor. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Now, if I remember correctly, as part of this DWI, someone was actually killed. But the problem was causation. So we couldn't prove that it was the actual DWI that caused the death versus perhaps an intervening, superseding event that actually caused it.
Correct.
Okay. Mr. Menchu, the fact still remains that someone is dead. We lead the nation per capita. In every single other state, we lead the nation in people who die due to an alcohol-related collision. You are now one of those statistics. How is it fair that this person is not now alive, but you are? How is that fair? Why is that fair? Understand that this is now a second. If you ever have alcohol on your breath, in your system, and you get into a car and you're pulled over, you will be facing a felony charge, up to 10 years in prison. And I will tell you now that if you pick up a felony DWI, the DA's office is going to be all over you in punishment to try to max you out to 10 years in prison, because they will bring this up and use this against you. You understand? So if you are not smart enough to consider how to get home other than getting in a car after drinking, you will be doing a lot of time in prison, and rightfully so, because what the hell is it going to take for you to get into your thick skull that you shouldn't get into a car after drinking? You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. What are we doing in this?
The probation judge with 10 days as a condition.
Fantastic. I'm happy that you're getting on probation, because I'm going to keep you myself. I'm not letting you go anywhere into the region. I will supervise you myself. The first time you consume alcohol, if you do, I'm going to put you into a rehab facility. I promise you. I don't care if it's mouthwash. I don't care what it is, a hair dye, whatever excuse you may be. You will go into a rehab program. It's 10 days in jail to do as a condition, meaning you will do every day of 10 days. It is 1 year in jail, probated for 2. You will do a repeat offender DWI education class. What else?
I wasn't sure if this court has it under probation. I've seen some that they do a DWI caseload to keep a closer eye on these kind of cases.
Oh, you mean sober court?
If sober court, if you think sober court's fair.
I don't know, because I let's do this. Let's do it to your ass. And then let's see what the TRS does, and then we'll do what they recommend. If they think that he should do sober court, then so be it. If not, then he'll stay with me and I'll supervise it myself.
Yes, Judge.
So you will be doing what a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what conditions, other conditions you may need. You must fulfill those conditions. If they say you need sober court, then you must do sober court. No drugs, alcohol, random urinalysis. You will do, did you have a victim impact panel?
Yes, we have 3 victim impact panels on this one, Judge.
You will do 3 victim impact panels. No breath test refusal, meaning that if you were pulled over in a car, which you shouldn't be because I'm going to suspend your license, but if you are unwise enough to get into a car and drive and an officer asks you to submit to a breath specimen, you must take it. I am going to suspend your license for 2 years. Don't you get into a car. The worst thing that you could possibly do, if you want me to sprout horns in a tail and become the devil, get into a car and drive. 2-year driver's license suspension.
No, just because he does not have a license.
Don't drive. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, Mr. Menchu, there's no more turning around. You can never challenge this or change this. You cannot say, oh, I didn't know what was going to happen with immigration. You were today, you were done forever. You understand?
Yes.
Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense, or guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. I will send it to you to the agreement. Please say the clerk.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, Joe.
I filed the dismissal.
Okay, thanks. Let me reach out to the lawyer. I know who it is. You know who, Greco's a partner with Nayland. You know Dustin Nayland?
Yeah.
They're like partners. So I'll reach out to them to see. Oh,
Yeah. Well, I'm just.
Hi, all new people that came in. I see you. Hi.
okay. Mr. Slacker, who do we have?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Santiago.
Good morning, Mr. Santiago. All right, so you are charged with threatening the exhibition or use of a firearm at school. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Looks like you guys have worked out.
Yes, Your Honor.
What are we doing?
Okay, he's gonna do an 18-month deferred adjudication.
Okay. Do you know what that is?
Sir, Your Honor.
A deferred adjudication is a type of probation that, but it's not dismissed. So you cannot tell people it was dismissed. You did the probation. If you successfully completed, you don't end up with a conviction. This is important because this type of case, if you end up with this type of conviction, it's going to haunt you for the rest of your life. It will be very, very difficult for you to get a job. What are you, 17, 18?
18, Your Honor.
18, I'm telling you, this could really, really hinder your even ability to just get a job at Burger King. What do you do now? Where do you go to school?
Sam Houston High School.
So you're a senior or are you a junior?
Currently I am a sophomore. I'm supposed to be a senior.
You're supposed to be a senior. It doesn't matter. All you got to do is get through the finish line. You have to finish school. And this is wonderful because we have him for 18 months. I can make sure you graduate because you need at least 2 more years. And I'm going to keep you under my thumb to make sure that you graduate. And if I have to put you in jail because you start acting like a fool, I will do it in a heartbeat. Mr. Santiago, my main concern are 2 things. No dope, no weapons, well, 3 things, and you graduate from high school. If you can do that, I will be a very happy person. And if I'm happy, you think you're going to be happy?
So you're
Right. If I'm upset, what's going to happen to you? I'm not asking for much. All I want you to do is stay clean, get your classes done. I will pay for everything for you too. Other than, is there a class outside or what are we doing?
Effective decision making is the class next week.
Okay, which one, Pavel?
It's the online effective decision making class.
He's probably already done. We supplied a mitigation package, so it's probably already done it. I'll
What say you? Are you happy with that?
Judge, let me see.
So what you have to do is you have to do an effective decision-making class. You have to do a gun safety course. You will do what's called a TRAS. That's an evaluation to see what other conditions you may need. You must fulfill those conditions. No drugs, no alcohol, 24 hours of community service. As long as you're in school, I'll kill the community service. And I will make you a deal. The minute you finish high school, if you do well, I'll take you off probation. If you finish high school early, because you're able to do that, I'll take you off. No drugs, no weapons. Val, what say you?
I'm looking at the BTR right now, the BTR package submitted. Yeah, he needs to do the class. Effective decision making. Okay.
So I will pay for everything for you. The only thing that you're going to have to pay for is the gun safety class and the effective decision-making class. It's not expensive. It's probably $30 each. Okay. Is there a way that the MAC, do you have, you know how the DA's office has classes online, don't they?
Yes.
Do they have these classes?
So the DA's office, the classes that we accept, the ones that we get notified when they're completed, they're about $50 each. I know.
Okay, so at this point, he pretty much just goes over the same thing and basically tells them, again, he reiterates, as long as you finish high school and don't get in any trouble between now and then, I'll dismiss it and it won't be on your record and you'll be cool, right? So I like the fairness. And I understand, I was looking in the comments, some people are like, oh, this judge is great. Oh, this judge is too lenient or whatever. But here's the thing. If you notice, a lot of what's going on, because the whole reason this is happening the way it's happening right now is there's a backlog of cases that some of them are really old, and they brought in more judges to, handle those cases. That's why he does them so fast. But if you noticed, a lot of these things, the DA already has a deal on the table. So they just bring it to him, and then he just, okay, you guys agreed to that. You plead guilty, you accept the deal. All right, cool, So in those cases, he's just, what does the DA want? This is what you want? All right, fine, let's do it. But either way, I like his style. I like the way he talks. Some of the things he says is hilarious. He was talking to one guy. I don't remember, just because, again, I just discovered him yesterday. And then what we just watched and then what I watched yesterday, I can't remember specifically if it was in the clips I just showed or I remember it because I saw it yesterday. But somebody was drinking and he's like, no alcohol. I don't care if it's a vodka lollipop. No alcohol. No mouthwash. Nothing. So I like that kind of stuff from this guy. But anyway, so that was just a little introduction into him and what he's all about. I'm going to be watching him closely. And again, don't forget to check out those channels. I'm sorry, the Lone Wolf Usual channel and the one we were just watching, which was tag nabbit. Court Vibes. Yes. Sorry about that, guys. It's a live show. It's early in the morning. What do you want? I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, lots of good court stuff. Hi ho, Hez. Hi ho, Juicy Fool. Good to see you. Great to have you here. Anyway, yeah, Cool Clearwater. I am now subscribed to your channel as well. So definitely check him out. They dropped the link earlier. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. Grand Dog McGruff, good stuff. I don't know why that's always the rhyme I come up with for good stuff is McGruff. Anyway, let's see. What was the next thing I wanted to do? Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to show a video from, again, going back to courtroom stuff, a video from the one and only Black Heart Night. All right, round of applause for Black Heart Night. Let's go ahead and let's check out this video, shall we? I love his new logo too. That's slick, ain't it? I love it. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Black Heart Night.
Some viewers may find the following video
concurrently with each other, but this cap.
Well, hello and welcome back to the channel, everybody. In today's video, we find ourselves in Michigan with the soft-tard Milton Hensley as he was put on trial for a road rage incident involving a firearm. And, well, he ended up trying to escape justice and was brought back for his sentencing phase. But he is totally clueless and he thinks that the trial is still going on, and he certainly acts like a complete moron. So let's go ahead and sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Call the case of People v. Milton Hensley. Case number 23S18766FH. Defendant is present via Zoom from our jail. He is in co-per, I believe.
Le who? The her. Oh, a pro per, okay. So in other words, you went pro se, and well, that well really explains why you lost the case. If you used all that sovereign sis and mumbo jumbo garbage in the court. Too bad we weren't able to see it because it wasn't exactly put on YouTube.
All right, Mr. Hensley, how are you today?
objection. Malik Bey.
All right. So, Mr. Hensley.
Seriously, dude, you do realize the time for objections is long since passed, right?
We've been through this before. I'm going to call you by the name that's found on the information here.
You have my nationality information. You have my.
So, Mr. Hensley, are you representing yourself today?
Proper persona sui juris.
All right. Are you representing yourself today, sir?
Propria persona sui juris.
Gee, no wonder you lost, spouting off random Latin phrases like that instead of legal jargon, actual legal jargon. It's no wonder that you completely fell flat on your face and ended up being convicted. Oh, man. How about a nice little brain transplant to help you out, just in case you need a new one for prison? Because, well, dude, yeah, I don't think that Latin will work for you in there.
All right. So, Mr. Hensley, I'm not certain what you mean by that phrase. All I'd like to know is that whether you're representing yourself today or not. We've had this conversation many times previously. It's up to you, sir. All right. So, Mr. Hensley, you don't have a response for the court?
Well, you don't know what proper persona sui juris is? That means somebody presenting themselves.
All right. So is that what you want to do, is represent yourself today?
I'm presenting myself, Islam, yes.
Okay. And then, as we've talked about several times, do you understand that representing yourself can put you at a disadvantage to other folks like the people who have attorneys that are representing them? Do you understand that?
No, I do not.
Okay. What don't you understand about that?
None of it.
You don't understand any of it?
I don't understand how the disadvantage.
You don't understand what?
Did you say the disadvantage?
Yes.
How's the disadvantage? In what term? In what manner?
So the disadvantage would be that they're familiar with the rules of court, that they're trained lawyers and the rules of evidence and things of that nature, things that we've discussed many, many times.
So we talking about law, we talking about codes.
Did your parents have any children that lived? Sir, yes, sir. I bet they regret that.
We're talking about statutes, we're talking about court rules, we're talking about case authority. Do you understand that you could be at a disadvantage?
I understand law. Are we discussing law or
I'm not gonna play this game. Hey, Deputy, I want you brought over here in person. We'll put this all on the record.
Hey, you lead paint puffing moron. You do realize that even according to Black's Law Dictionary, the book that you guys worship, statutes are pretty much laws. I mean, if you really think about this thing or really actually studied anything at all besides useless Latin phrases that are not exactly used in courtrooms anyway, I mean, you probably would have been able to understand this.
We're going to put this on the record in person. We're going to get Mr. Hensley sentenced today, and we'll make a complete record, as complete as we can, but I want to do that in person because we can do this all morning via Zoom, and it's just not very conducive to that. So if he can be brought over, and then we'll continue with our doctor until we see him here. What do we have next that we can do?
Sure, we call the case, this will be Lowell Schwartz, case number 24S1.
So the judge put the idiot at the end of the docket. So about 2 hours later, we come back to him. So let's roll that beautiful bean footage, shall we?
3 hours later.
Can you move it along? I'm all out of time cards.
Case number 23S18766 FH, people v. Milton Hensley Bay Jr. Defendant is present. He is in person. He is in pro-per. Today's the temperature for sentencing. And in front of him at the podium, I've provided 2 copies of his right to appellate.
All right. So, Mr. Hensley, we are back this morning for Circuit Court sentencing. He's appearing in person. We did try to start this earlier with him remote at the jail. It just made more sense for the court to have him present where we're not trying to talk through Zoom. So, Mr. Hensley, here we are again today, sir. First, I want to start with this. When I arraigned you a couple weeks ago, you were given the opportunity to request court-appointed counsel, and you were also given the opportunity for the last several months to retain your own counsel. Are you representing yourself today, sir?
So, objection. For the record, make your record reflect. My appellation is Malik, title is Big. Works American National, I'm the Islam.
Well, Lottie frickin' God!
Anything else?
Proper persona sui juris.
All right. So, sir, the information that I have in front of me has your listed name as Milton Joseph Hensley Jr. So you've been through this before. Respectfully, I'm going to call you by the name that is listed in the information, Mr. Hensley. So, Mr. Hensley, do you wish to proceed by representing yourself today, sir?
Open my Fifth Amendment right.
All right. You don't wish to answer any questions from the court?
Really, dude? Pleading the fifth on whether or not you want to represent yourself, dude, that's to prevent you from incriminating yourself. This is just a matter of representation, you freaking moron. Jeez, where did you leave your brain at? I mean, come on now, dude. Please let us know. I really want to know where it's at, so to see if it's doing okay without you.
All right. So you're not going to answer the court when I'm asking, do you wish to proceed representing yourself today for Circuit Court sentencing? You wish to do that, Mr. Hensley?
Objection. My appellation is Malik. The title is Big.
All right. So then let's get this on the record. As far as the PSI, Miss Bond, it would appear that the court has a copy of this. Mr. Butler apparently has it. And then, what do you know about Mr. Hensley receiving this copy?
That he was emailed a copy, and it's my understanding one was picked up at the office by someone.
All right. So, Mr. Hensley, have you had a chance to review the pre-sentence report, sir?
Objection. My appellation is Malik. Title was B. And for the record, you have my nationality information within your files. So you know my appellation.
You know my nationality. So you want him to be biased based on nationality? That's what you want? Ladies and gentlemen, we got 5 gifted memberships from Highway Star. I'm trying to highlight it, but for some reason it's not. Oh, here we go. 5 gifted memberships from Highway Star. Here's your happy dance, Highway Star. All right. All right. Round of applause for Highway Star, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Yes, yes, yes. Absolutely, positively. What I was going to say is, so, like, wouldn't it be great? Wouldn't it be just beautiful if anytime any one of these Moors went to court, they would just, as soon as they said, I'm a Moorish national, they would just immediately deport them to Morocco and see how the Moroccan government loves it. Oh my goodness. So Donna Rogers is here. What's up? Great to see you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you. Man, these Moors are something else, man. Oh man, it's like they're from another world.
All right. So when was our PSI completed, Ms. Bond? Looks like 2/29/04.
Yes.
Had it, reviewed it. And so after the review, that would have went out to all the parties or sometime in March. Okay.
Just while I'm pulling this up, it appears that there would have to be an addition in jail credits.
Okay.
As he was arrested on the bench warrant, there's an additional 12 days from 4/18 of 24 to today.
So we can make that correction and update the jail credit.
The PSIs were sent out on 2/29 today.
So I also want the record to reflect, I've seen Mr. Hensley several times as it relates to sentencing. He had been appearing for all of his court appearances. He had been cooperating with the court as it relates to expressing his desire to represent himself in these proceedings. He's never wavered from that, which is why the court is inquiring again today. I recognize that sentencing is an important part of the circuit court process. It's certainly a hearing, if you will, that would require and entitle, I should say, the defendant to the assistance of an attorney, which is why I'm asking. However, the court is balancing that with the idea that this circuit court sentencing date has been delayed several times, and the court can't help but glean at this point it just appears to be a delay tactic. The court, we sit that back through the dates, has given Mr. Hensley several times to hire counsel. He expressed that interest. Again, it appears in hindsight that it's simply a delay tactic. Court has given Mr. Hensley several times, actually not even with the sentence that the court's required to give here in a moment, keeping him out on bond to do those things, explore counsel. Even after being arrested on the warrant when he failed to appear, court also gave him the opportunity again to request court-appointed counsel. In fact, the public defender's office appeared at his arraignment. Mr. Hensley Bays had the ability to fill out the affidavit and request counsel. Here this morning, in response to the court's questioning, he does not appear interested in answering the court's questioning. Again, it appears to be a delay tactic. I am comfortable.
Okay, so I see some people in the chat talking about what is this about, what happened. So what happened was, and if they haven't already talked, they're going to mention it. This is the second time the exact same thing happened. So he's driving. Somebody apparently isn't going fast enough for him. So he pulls up right behind him and tailgates him and gets like right on their ass. And then when they pull to the sides to let him through, he pulls up next to them, pulls out a gun and points the gun at him. And like out of road rage. And these people are freaking out. And this is the second time he's done that to somebody. And he's already been found guilty. And that's the thing. That's what Blackheart Knight is covering here is besides the fact that he's a Moor and a sovereign and all that, is the fact that he's already been convicted. They already proved in court that he pulled a gun on these people and that it's the second time he's done that to somebody, and all that stuff has already been done. This is just the sentencing hearing. But this guy, he's handling it like it's still the trial. The trial's already over. You were already found guilty. You were already convicted. This is the sentencing hearing. Michael X, good morning. Good to see you. Great to have you here. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, this guy's just a nut going around waving his gun at people out of road rage.
Well, the pre-sentence report has been provided months ago to Mr. Hensley. I am comfortable Mr. Hensley has been given ample opportunity either to retain counsel, to ask a court-appointed counsel. And therefore, the court's going to proceed with sentencing today. I can't continue to allow this delay of the matter in what appears to simply be at this point, series of incidents and responses or lack thereof of responses simply to delay the matter. I know Mr. Hensley's been engaged with this. We have several filings that are not court filings that he has continued to send to the clerk's office, some of which he has referenced, none of which have anything to do with the case and or the court's requirement to get him sentenced now that he has been convicted several months ago.
So, in other words, yeah, definitely a delaying tactic. But you know what? Time ran out for him, and now it's time to pay the piper, dude. Yeah, you should have, just accepted it and did your time and moved on with your life. But that's not how you Sovtards operate. You don't accept responsibility for your own actions. You want to delay. You want to throw temper tantrums and everything like that because life doesn't work the way you want it to. But guess what, Sovtard? Life isn't fair. So deal with it.
Of these crimes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with then Mr. Buckler. As it relates to the PSI, are you aware of any corrections, additions, or deletions that need to be made with it other than what we've already placed on the record with probation?
I would just ask the court to take a look at offense variable 4 regarding psychological injury to the victim. We did receive a victim impact statement. It looks like.
Well, from this point forward, the judge is going to be reading a victim statement. And, this Sovtard is going to get a bit more vocal about his situation. So it's going to get a bit more interesting from this point on. So let's carry on, shall we?
It came from Robert Siegel, who was the male occupant of the vehicle. In this case, the victim. We received that just this morning about 2 hours ago. So I can read that. I do believe it references facts to validate scoring for week 4.
All right. So why don't you read that?
Okay. This is from Rob Siegel. That's Siegel. He says, "I do have things to say to the judge and the proceedings that I would like to be read during the sentencing below. Your Honor, I apologize for not being here in person today, but I could not find the time again to keep seeing this through. The amount of stress and anxiety Mr. Hensley has caused my family is downright disgusting and infuriating. Pull a gun on a family driving down the highway for nothing more than getting out of his way not getting out of his way fast enough is obscene. My daughter, who was only 9 years old at the time with special needs, was terrified, and it took months for her to feel comfortable riding in any vehicle again because she was scared someone was going to cut her life short for seemingly no reason at all. My wife had to start and is still in therapy over this whole situation, which has thankfully helped her anxiety levels to become manageable, but also is not covered under our insurance. So it's cost us quite a large sum of money, and that brings with it its own stresses to our family and social life. I find myself driving and cannot seem to relax because anyone I see speeding up behind us reminds me of the terrible people in the world and just how ignorant someone can be with disregard for others' lives, including those of its own family and child in the car. Being that there are previous charges against Mr. Hensley for almost the exact same situation where he brandishes a gun and threatens to kill people because of his unchecked aggression and inability to safely operate a vehicle, which then turns to road rage, I plead that the court recognize this man is a danger to society, whose blatant disregard for human life will eventually cost someone to lose theirs, if not his own. Because of all the pain, sufferings, financial burdens, and overall creation of trauma and issues in the many lives he's affected, I petition that the court give Mr. Hensley the maximum sentence possible for his crimes, that my family and others he's affected may know some semblance of peace. Mr. Hensley, despite everything you've done to my family over this very long process and the disdain I have for you as a human being, I hope that your time behind bars will allow you to see life differently and that you can truly find the error of your ways and become better for yourself and your family.
Okay, then. So we've got this standard Sovtard issue of no victim, no crime. So they go out speeding and causing all sorts of havoc, like this sorry SOB did, and he ended up creating victims out of his no victim, no crime fallacy right there. So how that work out for you, dude? No victim, no crime. Dude, that mindset right there has absolutely no empathy attached to it whatsoever, putting yourself into other people's shoes, in other words. So, because of that attitude you had right there, you're standing here about to be sentenced for, this crime right here. You are an idiot.
So with that statement, I think we have two individuals that are reported by Mr. Stagel to have suffered emotionally from this. His 9-year-old daughter and his wife, both of them were in the car at the time. I think that would validate more than 10 points.
I object to that.
Hold on. So, Mr. Hensley, what is your objection?
Tell him prove everything he's saying.
Wow. Wow, just wow, dude. You have no concept of how a trial works, do you? You are currently in the sentencing phase of this trial, which means you've been convicted, which means they proved to a jury of your peers beyond a reasonable doubt that you were guilty of this crime. So, dude, get a freaking clue.
If his wife and everybody went through the trauma, show me the doctor to be able to report that he went through it. Because I can't believe somebody that was slamming the brakes on the interstate at 75, 80 miles per hour deal with trauma. You could have killed us and everything behind me. Ain't no such thing as you got trauma for you slamming your brakes.
All right.
Prove the accusation that he's making. Prove it.
All right. So, sir, I am going to
grant the script like you coming from a movie or something.
I'm going to grant the request for scoring OB4 based on the victim impact statement here. It does appear to meet the definition. Now, OB4, for the record, psychological injury to a victim can be scored 10 points if the serious psychological injury may require professional treatment, and in making a determination, the fact that the treatment has not been sought is not conclusive. First, we have the issue of the 9-year-old in the car, apparently with special needs, and dad, victim, as expressed in that statement that was just read into the record, how this is still affecting the minor child. And that makes sense in court as it relates to somebody that's 9 years old and was observing somebody pull up next to them and point a handgun at them.
Still haven't been proven for the record.
Mr. Hensley, you've been convicted of that, sir,
Oh,
by the court.
We gonna have our
Okay?
day. We will have our day.
So please let me finish, and then I
Yeah,
certainly
continue.
will give you the opportunity to address the court before sentencing. And then also, pursuant to the statement that was just read into the record from the wife, who also was in the car, according to the testimony at the trial, she is not only suffering from the effects of this, has sought treatment and continues to seek treatment, which is in line with the OV scoring guidelines that professional treatment may be required, in fact has been, and is still being engaged. So we'll score 10 points for OV4. So that will change our total OVs to 35. And does that change the level?
Good, Your Honor, changes it to a level 4. And so a C4 cell is going to be 523.
So basically, dude, this was all brought up in your trial. Question, where were you at? Were you even paying attention? Were you at least trying to formulate a defense? Or were you sitting there at the bench just wondering, I don't know what you were thinking at the time, dude. I can't possibly jump into the mind of a Sovtard, especially one whose head is so filled with lead paint chips that he can't even figure out that he's in a sentencing phase of a trial.
All right. Any other additions, corrections, or deletions from the people?
No, nothing from the people, and no, nothing else from the people.
So you've read the statement into the record, then nothing else from victims?
That's correct, Your Honor.
And then anything on behalf of then the people?
Your Honor, the recommendation on the 0 to 17 guideline range is 12 months on count 1 and 2, and 2 years on count 3 preceding the count 2 sentence. The people did initially support that, but with the change in the sentencing guideline range, obviously this does open up, Your Honor, to more opportunity for incarceration, if you so choose, and we would leave that at discretion. But otherwise, we ask that you at least follow the recommendation as intended by Handbook.
All right. So, Mr. Hensley, I'm going to give you the opportunity before I ask you to address the court for sentencing. Do you have any additions, corrections, or deletions as it relates to the pre-sentence report?
Yeah.
Do you have any additions, corrections, or deletions?
All those accusations are false, and none of them have been proven. Not one. And
Dumbass, this is not the closing arguments of the trial. This is the sentencing hearing. You've already been found guilty. This argument is null and void at this point. But if you feel like you've been wronged in some way and that you shouldn't have been convicted, you can always appeal. And, well, you can see where it goes from there. But, yeah, good luck with that, dude.
he talking with this story.
As it relates to this report, do you have any
I don't have
additions,
no report.
corrections, or deletions? Excuse me?
No, I don't have a report.
All right. So, as it relates to sentencing, is there anything that you want to state to the court before a sentence is imposed?
You know, I have my medical information. You know, I have stage 3 cancer. You know, I have head trauma. You know, I have neck and back injury or something with a dry foot. For the record.
Anything else then, Mr.? All right. So Mr. Hensley has provided, it is accurate, information regarding different medical issues that he has, that he is suffering and is suffering today, as a matter of fact. However, as the court sat through this trial, it's clear to the court that what Mr. Hensley was engaged in is troubling. The testimony of these victims, where they were traveling on westbound I-96, minding their own business, when Mr. Hensley's vehicle comes up behind them at a high rate of speed, the victim described with great clarity how close Mr. Hensley and his vehicle were to them to the point they were extremely uncomfortable.
Okay, you know what? Real quick, I want to do this just because I noticed there's some talk. Paul Cohen, unfortunately, you know, I mean, a lot of people are suffering in the world, and I know that a lot of my fans are people who have some sort of issues, and my show is one of the few things that helps to brighten their day. And I just saw someone said I'm doing the hamster dance, always brightens my day. I don't know about the hamster dance, but I definitely know about the gopher dance. So at least I could do that for you guys. I'm all right. Don't nobody worry about me. Why you gotta give me a fight? But don't you just let me be. Oh, well, that's a squirrel, but still, he could do it. I'm all right. Don't nobody worry about me. Why you gotta give me a fight? Don't you just let me be. That's right. This was my gift from Ray. God bless Ray. Hope everything's going great for her. All of our thoughts and prayers are with her as always. And oh my goodness gracious me, you guys are the best fans in the world. I love you guys. I hope everybody gets better, feels better. It's hump day. We're having some fun. We got baby. He could say hi. Again, once I go back to Florida and get my voice modulator, I could get back into like really getting it deep into the comic, into the characters. I want to bring the Tazins back because everybody seems to miss them. Watch out, his Bill Murray's coming for you. But you know what? We could. You know what? You know what? Ding dong dang dag nabbit. Just because I love you guys so much, how would you guys like it if I threw out a full length, super duper, ultra mega hardcore happy dance just because I love you guys? How about that? Yeah. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it, nabbit. You guys deserve it. I love you guys. Here we go. This is just going to be for fun, man. Just because I love you guys so much. For real. All right, here we go. There it is. All right, all right, all right. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, that's awesome. I love doing that. Thank you, thank you. And I love it when you guys give me the opportunity. Yes, yes, yes. Anyway, let's finish up this video and then we'll wrap the show. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me again. Here we go. All right.
Did not, hold on, Mr. Hensley, let the court finish. Okay. To the point that they thought they were going to be struck. The victim, I recall, describing being unable to even see the front of Mr. Hensley's vehicle. That's how close it was, meaning the grill, headlights. I recall the testimony. And that they immediately got over. Victim then went on to describe that Mr. Henley pulled up next to them and pointed a handgun in this manner, of course, pointing over to the right and directly at these individuals. The victim described how he reached back, sort of to shield his family, and that they were getting down as best they could. Now, all of that, I think, is certainly actions that would cause the victims here to feel their life was in danger if somebody points a gun at them. The fact that somebody is tailgating that closely behind them on the highway at speeds of 70, 75, 80 certainly puts people in danger, could cause people to be incredibly uncomfortable about what's going to happen next. But it's a long way, Mr. Hensley, the court saying, having sat through the trial, you create the situation by driving in a manner that makes these folks uncomfortable, by coming up on them at a high rate of speed and following it now that closely.
Objection, man.
Mr. Hensley.
I drive a BMW. Anybody with an autopilot vehicle, you know for a fact he won't do that.
Right.
That's a fact.
So Mr. Hensley.
Not what he giving you on out of his mouth. A fact. An automobile will not get up on nobody. Automatically jam brakes. I told you the BMW does that.
The trial is over. You had an opportunity to cross-examine those witnesses.
I did that, and you deleted everything I said.
Yeah,
and you heard everything that they say was a lie.
So now,
and you know it was a lie.
Let the court finish. All right. So the testimony was as the court has described, and there is no doubt that all of those actions Mr. Hensley is responsible for. That's the ironic part of it. He creates the situation that causes discomfort for these drivers, and then he's the individual that introduces a gun to the situation. Court heard 404B evidence that was remarkably similar where Mr. Hensley.
Okay, I'm sorry, just real quick, I got to address something he just said. So again, they're at the sentencing hearing. He's still acting like he's at trial, right? So what he just said is actually important. So I didn't want to just let that slip by. He said, no, you wanted to defend yourself. You wanted to be your own attorney. During the trial, you could have made all these arguments. Trial's over. You didn't do it, right? And he's like, I did, but everything I tried to say, you struck from the record. Well, we don't have footage from the trial itself. That wasn't recorded, or it wasn't, we don't know. I'm sure if we dug deep enough, we could find it. But here's the thing. Based on the arguments this guy's been making the whole time, why do you think the judge would have everything he said stricken from the record? Because he probably said, I'm a Moorish national, so I could do what I want. Okay, sir, that doesn't mean anything. Strike that from the record. Oh, yeah, but I declared my nationality, and I put it on a piece of paper, and I said that I'm a Moor. So, those are his arguments. There is no, and that's the other thing with all of these, all the way across the board, from the Moors and the sovereign citizens, all the way down to the First Amendment auditors. When you see them in court, it's never, I didn't do it. It's always, no, technically I can do whatever I want. What? No, Like we were saying earlier with the trespass thing. They ask you to leave. You don't leave. You're guilty of trespassing. They're not going to argue that they didn't trespass because they did. They're going to argue, well, you can't trespass me because I didn't break a law. No. They asked you to leave. You didn't leave. Boom, you're trespassing. It's that simple. Same thing here. I pulled a gun on these guys. Yeah, but I'm a Moor, so I can do that. Like, there is no, I didn't. And I mean, yeah, now he's trying to make it, now that the trial's already over, he's trying to say, oh, well, do you have any proof that I pulled a gun? Well, yeah, we proved it during the trial. Oh, yeah, but I don't accept that. Well, again, you were your own lawyer. We gave you ample opportunities to do it. Plus, again, if it really is wrong, you could always fight that on appeal. Maybe get a lawyer for the appeal. If you really didn't do it, even though this is your second time doing the exact same thing, which is what the judge is about to explain right now. Oh, and I'm sorry, and I do have to say this. I do have to say this because this is the Rash family, and I love you guys, and I really do. So I want to say, listen, Paul, whenever people say that, it always kind of bothers me and I hear that a lot. People who are sick, saying, oh, well, I'm just going to be a burden to my family. And it's like, you know what? That's not the right way to look at it. Because I know for me, if somebody else in my family was that ill, I love them so much that it wouldn't be a burden. It would be like me. I mean, is taking care of a baby just a burden? No, you love the baby. I mean, yeah, it's a pain in the ass sometimes. I'm not going to lie. Who doesn't think sometimes when they're trying to sleep and the baby's screaming and you got to get up and feed him or change his diaper that isn't a pain in the ass? But that doesn't mean that you don't want to do it because you love them so much you want to do for them. Making sacrifices for someone you love isn't a burden. It isn't something that weighs you down and say, oh man, I hate that I have to deal with this. No, it's about love. It's about kindness. It's about compassion. It's about taking care of the people you love because you love them. And yeah, again, sometimes, it could be a bit of a pain in the ass. But I mean, that's just like anything is a pain in the ass. Going to work every day is a pain in the ass. Having to go shopping when you don't want to go, but you need food is a pain in the ass. That doesn't mean you don't do it. That doesn't mean you don't want to do it. We make sacrifices for the people we love because we love them. That's a beautiful thing. That's a wonderful thing. That's a great thing. But it wouldn't be a sacrifice if it was something that we were just like, hey, I can't wait to spend my day changing diapers. Hip, hip, hooray. It's like, no, of course nobody feels that way. But going into it, that's what makes it a sacrifice. But you make sacrifices for the people you love because you love them. And it gives you joy to bring joy to other people. That's why I love doing this so much, because I bring joy to you guys. And it brings me joy to bring joy to you. And you think I want to get up at 5 o'clock every morning? Not necessarily, but I do it because it brings me joy to bring you joy. So please don't look at yourself as a burden. Things happen. It's not that simple. I need to be able to work. Nothing in life is that simple. I know and I understand that. I'm just saying I always try to look at everything glass half full, positive attitude. Try to maintain that positivity, man. Try to keep that going and to think happy thoughts, because the fact of the matter is, if you're thinking bad things, if you're thinking things bringing yourself down, that's not going to help anybody. It's not going to help you. It's not going to help your family, and it's not going to help your health. Worrying about something, thinking about something in a negative way, all that's going to do is bring you down and make you depressed. And then what is that going to fix? That isn't going to fix anything. I don't know. I'm just trying to be positive. I'm sorry. I don't mean to, I'm sorry. I love you guys. I really do. And that's all it's coming from a place of love. I don't mean to say anything wrong or offensive to anybody. Let's go back and finish the video.
is right on the bumper of a young lady, Grand Rapids, Kent County area. And then when she is very uncomfortable and pulls over and stops, Mr. Hensley again introduces a gun, pointing it at that individual. Now, I mention this because I'm not using that as it relates to a sentencing issue. I'm using that, and that it's clear Mr. Hensley drives in a manner that endangers other people, that causes them to report his activity to other people. And then when they attempt to evade, if you will, what Mr. Hensley has caused, then he introduces a gun to the situation. Now, Mr. Hensley, I don't have to tell you that it's fairly obvious that in today's world, right, today's world of shall issue CPLs, that even if you believe that somehow you're justified in displaying a weapon, and for the record, there's nothing in this trial, nothing this court heard with the 404B evidence or the incident at hand here that we're sentencing you on that would suggest that in any way, shape, or form that you were not responsible, that you had any legal justification to introduce the weapon to it. But even assuming in your own mind that you were, what happens with that in today's world is they would have a very easy avenue to articulate, I felt in fear for my life or great bodily harm, and assuming they were lawfully carrying a gun, could take action, shoot you, in other words. And I can remember just in little Ione County, an incident that occurred just a few blocks from here, in which an individual was tailgating a lawful CPL holder going right down Steel Street over here. And so that individual, much like here, got over, pulled into the car wash to get away from this guy. And the guy behind him pulls right in behind him, much like in the 404B evidence I heard with you. And so what happens is the CPL holder, what is this guy doing? He's crazy. He pulls his gun. Now, you can argue whether he could articulate at that time whether he felt his life was in danger of death or great bodily harm. But regardless, so what happens is the tailgater, he then also was a valid CPL holder, and he pulls his gun. And guess what they did? They shot each other, and they both died. The ironic thing is maybe it's the one time that a government program worked 100%, because to get a valid CPL, you have to take this course, do all those things, and part of that is shooting your gun 15 times or something. I can't remember.
I worked on my own call. I knew about a CPL.
Yeah, well, my point is, so they both hit their mark, and they're dead. And it's started from something just like this. And so my point in demonstrating the story to you, retelling the story, is when you engage in this kind of behavior, it puts your own life at risk. Put your own life at risk. And that you are lucky that hasn't occurred to you, but you certainly have frightened the heck out of people with what I heard in this trial. You certainly were in the wrong, and you're not a valid CPL holder. That's the other problem.
Because I don't need it.
All right. Well, I recognize you think that you have some fundamental rights that I'm not aware of found either in state or federal constitution, and you certainly can take those up on review, right?
I'm already in Western District Court already.
So that's fine. You can appeal anything that you'd like, any reason you think you have a valid appeal, but they're simply not found in state or federal constitution. And so here we are today. So that's how we end up with a carrying a concealed weapon, felonious assault, felony firearm. And what the court likes to do, Mr. Hensley, as I'm reviewing this, I will say this, I'm weighing positively in a positive manner here. You stand before the court at age 50, you don't have any prior criminal history.
Exactly.
All right. Listen, Paul, never apologize for sharing, especially with this crew. I have absolute faith that my morning crew, that we really are the Rash family, and that it's all out of love, and we all really do care about each other, and we really do care, like for real. I know it's easy to think, oh, well, it's just the internet. We've never actually met in real life. We don't know. But you're hanging out with the same people every morning. For some of the people in here for over a year, 2 years. Same people every morning. You get to know each other. You get to actually care about each other for real. And believe me, we care. So please don't apologize. Ever. Juggernaut Jared Reed, what's up? You're extremely late. Yes, but you are here. All right. Thank you for coming. Let's see. Anyway, let's go ahead and finish this up. It's almost over now.
Which is somewhat remarkable when I heard about the 404B evidence. So
Exactly.
I don't know how that didn't result in some sort of crime, but it didn't. And I'm recognizing that, and I'm going to recognize that in the sentence I'm going to impose here in a minute. We do have the sentencing guideline now, which is 5 to 23 months. Court likes to think about the middle. The middle of 5 to 23 is going to be 14. And I also want to recognize that you don't have any prior criminal history. And that I will also recognize until lately that you've been cooperative with the court. You showed up to court, that you, as far as I could tell, did your very best to represent yourself and were adamant about doing so and took this matter seriously. All of those things, I think, are things the court can weigh that are positive to you. The negative, though, sir, is the outcome of this is your actions and one causing this and then making it worse with introducing the gun and pointing it at this family on the date in question.
Can they prove that?
They did prove that.
No,
Beyond a reasonable doubt at trial.
Come on now, dude. Yeah, it's already been proven. The trial's over with. I mean, come on. Haven't you figured it out by now, you smooth brain soft-tard?
I recognize you disagree with that.
Because you had
asked the court to decide it.
Photos,
and
you
the
had
court
video,
decided it.
you had somebody mouth.
Those are all evidentiary issues that you, again, can explore on appellate review, sir. You're welcome to do that.
Yes.
All right. So as it relates to the carrying a concealed weapon, all right, so carrying the concealed weapon is count or charge number 1. Court's going to impose a sentence of 12 months to 5 years. That's under the minimum guideline range of, or the middle, I should say, of what the court was looking at 14 months. So it'd be 1 year to 5 years with the Michigan Department of Corrections, and you do have credit now for 14 days that you have previously served. As it relates to the felonious assault, now this would be charge number 2. The court's going to impose a sentence of 1 year with the Michigan Department of Corrections to the statutory max of 4 years. You will receive credit for 14 days that you have previously served. And then as it relates to count 3, this is the felony firearm. The court is required, Mr. Hensley, to impose a sentence of 2 years with the Michigan Department of Corrections. And then counts 1 and 2 that I mentioned earlier will be served concurrently with each other, but this count 3 by statute is required to be served consecutive with and preceding these other 2 counts. So 2 years with the Michigan Department of Corrections. As it relates to the monetary obligations, Mr. Hensley, the court is required by statute to impose $130 as a crime victim rights assessment. Court's going to impose court costs in the amount of $1,500. There'll be a $60 DNA testing fee, and then required by statute are these state costs in the amount of $68 on count 1, $68 on 2, and $68 on 3. All right, so Mr. Hensley, you do have a right, and this is something you're interested in. You've expressed that interest to seek appellate review of the sentence the court has imposed. If you'd like to do that, you have 21 days from today's date to make that request. You have the appellate paperwork there.
Right in front of him,
All right.
He's already in the district court. You want the case number?
So hold on. So you have 21 days from today's date to make that request. All right. If you want to ask for a court-appointed attorney as it relates to this appellate review, you have a broader window of 42 days to make that request. Okay. Because you were convicted at trial, you have an automatic right to seek this review, meaning that if you ask for that review, then the appellate court will have to take a look at it. All right. So if you can, then there's a pen there. I need you to sign. There's 2 copies of that. One for you to keep, the other one for you to initial and date that you've received it. So if you could do that for me, sir, it's right there on the podium.
You can take that with you. I'm not signing anything.
All right. So for the record, Mr. Hensley Bay is indicating you don't want to sign that, sir?
I'm not signing anything.
All right. So for the record, then, though, I am going to send back with the deputy his copy of the appellate review form. I'm going to place the unsigned appellate review form here. Mr. Hensley, only because we've dealt with this case for so long, if you want to explore these, though, this form is important to you, okay? I recognize that you are refusing to sign it or acknowledge it for the record, but this is something that you want to file timely if you want appellate review of this.
They don't have jurisdiction. So if they don't have jurisdiction, neither do he.
All right. Well, I think that the court has jurisdiction, and if you want this reviewed by a Michigan court, then you need to file that. But
the issue of jurisdiction would have been taken care of in the pre-trial hearings and everything like that. So, dude, you're so freaking far behind and very much irrelevant by now, dude. I mean, it's already been taken care of. But yeah, that's besides the point. Now you've got to do your appeals and everything like that, and you're going to be serving at least 2 years behind bars because of your stupidity. Congratulations, dude. You are a moron. So at any rate, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks
Ladies
for
and
watching,
gentlemen.
and I will see you.
What an ending. What an ending. He makes every argument except for jurisdiction until it's like, okay, look, if everything you're saying is true, then you need to file an appeal. So all you got to do is sign this, and they have to give you an appeal. Oh, no, I'm not signing that. You guys don't have jurisdiction. So you don't want an appeal. So you just want to go to jail for 2 years. You don't want to do anything but you're your own lawyer. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he's in big trouble, and he's just making it worse for himself. And that's what all these guys do. You know, how many times have we seen somebody turn a simple traffic stop, which might have been a warning, into being arrested, getting their windows smashed, all this stuff? They turn everything into something more than it is. Now, yeah, this guy got 2 years, but that might not even have been a thing if he would have had a lawyer that would actually make legitimate arguments, as opposed to saying, were you holding a gun that day? Well, you guys have no jurisdiction. Were you holding a gun that day? Well, I'm a Moor. Were you holding a gun that day? Well, you have my nationality on record. Who cares what your nationality is? Did you do it? Oh, anyway, guys, that brings us to the 3-hour mark. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I love you guys. Great spending my mornings with you guys. Always puts me in a better mood. I love you guys. You're the best fans in the world. It's hump day. I'll see you on Thursday tomorrow. And until then, oh, yeah. I'm all shook up. Love you guys.
runs until Friday. Next week, we start Diarrhea Awareness Month.
Driving home from work yesterday, I get pulled over by this police officer. He comes up and knocks on the window and says, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" I said, "1 minute, I'm on the phone."
Somebody just called my phone, sneezed, coughed, and hung up. I'm getting sick of these cold calls. When I got home from work, my wife said, "Ugh, the baby's been crying for hours. Can you take over?" I said, "Sure." So I started crying for hours.
My geography teacher asked me if I could name a country with no R in it. I said, "No way."
Called the paranoia hotline this morning. They said, "How did you get this number?"
Bread is like the sun. It rises in the east, sets in the west.
Did you know if you sneeze and fart at the same time, your body takes a screenshot? Yesterday I read an article about the dangers of drinking too much. It scared the hell out of me, so I'm never going to read that again.
Told my wife her underwear is way too tight and too revealing. She said, "Then wear your own."